What's good? Awesome. Hilltop, I'll go ahead and unserver mute you. It's weird because like some of you guys, I can see that you're server muted. Like Fatal Black Dirk, I'll go ahead and unmute you too. But I couldn't see that you were muted, Hilltop. Rhoda unmuted you time ago. And same with Cena. Now I'm just right clicking. There's a ton of people that are. I will server mute back if there's just like background noise. It's nothing personal. Like if I ever server mute you, it's not like I did it to be a dick. It's just because there's like background noise, you know. I mean, nobody wants to hear it. I'll go through and give everyone a fair chance. Damn, everybody's fucking server muted. Damn, how is Senpai server muted? I'll go through and give everyone a fair chance. Go ahead and, or my screen is getting shared. Okay, cool. So right now what I'm watching, first off, is Tron for shorts. I'm not gonna enter anything yet. I need more confirmation. I'm gonna take a look at Bitcoin here in a second too, but I did want to point this out. So with Tron, we're not really up into this, up all the way into this supply. I'm not really too interested in that just yet. You know, once we get up in that range, you know, that's where I'd be watching. But really here, we're looking at a swing structure. Oh yeah, appreciate you tuning in, man. Let me actually put, if you can, guys, if you're gonna ask stuff about the stream, do it in the stream chat, like on Discord, or if you're on YouTube, the comments are fine. But or Twitch, whatever. But if you go on Stock and Crypto Vibes, for those of you who are in the server, you can click Open Chat. That's where I'm gonna be responding the quickest. And I might not respond immediately. Just these streams will be a little different than our normal streams, because usually in normal streams I pick to do them during a time where it's not really, you know, time to trade, so we can really focus on education. But here it's, you know, you guys get it. So really, here with Tron, we came up into this 4-hour supply. If you draw the swing we're in right now, let's see. Where was it? 4-hour. Yeah, 4 hours. So it's bam, bam, here, here, here.
What's going on, Casper?
Not much, bro. Not much. So with Tron here, if we were going to short it, we got to remember that overall, in the 4-hour, the swing structure here is still bullish. So it's not to say that you can't short it, but it is to say that you should be aggressive and also, I'm sorry, be conservative, be the opposite of aggressive. Sorry about that. But really what I'd be waiting for is price to return up to one of these zones. And I'm marking both of them because, for one, this zone right here, I don't really use OTE as much, like optimal trade entry. It's gonna be like your 6.2 to your 7.9 fib, but I'm assuming they're both, this is probably right on the 6.2, this one's a little deeper, but they both have displacement in front of them. We've got fair value gaps in the 15-minute in front of both zones. So these are my two points of interest. All right, we can mark it up for alerts. Both of these zones when price comes into it, and that way, you know, we don't have to sit here and waste our time watching it. It's like watching grass grow. So I mean, it's sometimes it's fun to watch and study price action, but you know, when we're in this session, we want to make sure we're putting our attention where we need to have it. So here with Bitcoin, what I like usually do in the mornings, I'll usually go ahead and just like clean up at least my recent stuff, like the TA, because I want to be able to get a good perspective where we're at. I'll leave this. So looks like we have some liquidity where it's been being engineered isn't extremely clear right now just yet. I mean, I see some equal highs up here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some lines right around there. I want to get the higher one, which will be these up here. So, you know, whenever we come into the session, it's still only 8:30. You know, really the kill zone, if you will, is between 7 and 9 a.m. For forex, for currencies, which crypto is a currency. So you're going to see um, that type of manipulation throughout crypto. Like you're going to be able to play those forex sessions, but that's not really what we're looking for with this. We're looking to play like the rush on indices, like that comes in the mornings around 9:30. You get an initial pull, and then there's a lot of news that comes out around 10 to 10:30. Let's actually see. Uh, let's go ahead and just peep what's going on today. I need to do. I had it marked or bookmarked on my Brave or on my Chrome. I need to do it on Brave. Wait. So it's the 26th. You always want to just scam this. You know, now do you have to watch all of this? And okay, look at that. So this is why it's important to this part should be part of your morning routine. Whenever you get on the charts, take a look at the calendar, see what's going on. Especially something like this. Like this is directly correlated. Even other, you know, yesterday the FOMC. There's a lot of stuff that you would think may not affect crypto, but you have to remember all asset classes are they're synergistic. We're going to see, you know, there's bonds, we have currencies, stocks, commodities, and you're going to see correlation between all of them according to the global state of the financial world. So here this morning looks like we ran some liquidity here. Um, a lot of times, you know, we cleared out all these lows. That trend line liquidity got swept right there. So at this point, what I would do, I like go on the 5 minute, and we took out the London low. Let's see. What actually did we? We might not have. Yeah, we did. It's gonna be somewhere way up in here. So usually, and right recently, it's kind of been getting manipulated. One bias you can kind of lean towards in the morning if we take out those London lows, that it's not really going to be a super strong bullish day. That's not always the case, but just something to keep in mind. But you want to see that London low protected if we're going to see that kind of reaction. We're going to see if we're going to be in a buy day. Also, I like peeping the dollar. That dollar's moving. Also, we got to kind of just got to change a character in the dollar yesterday. Got another change of character to the bearish side on the 4-hour. $15-minute, you really haven't switched bear yet, in my opinion. You could be just kind of showing that you are pulling back down to whatever demand you had down there. Or also, I wouldn't really pay this too much mind. It's kind of just out here on falling, but you are seeing some form of reaction to it. Dollar is at like high since 2017. We basically just got like a weekly continuation of a bull trend of the dollar. And what that means is that we are more in a risk off market. And in other words, people, you know, not really people, but institutions are starting to be a little more hesitant to flood money into investments, whether it's bonds, asset class, any asset class. So you got to keep that in mind too. So you know, it sucks, but we got to kind of look at it from that bearish perspective. And you guys see we take longs and whatever in the bear market, but now I'm looking at it like, okay, well, we did sweep this liquidity, so usually I'd be looking for a stop run opportunity. So the 1 minute, this isn't really the kind of price action I want to see on the 1 minute. I'm going to scan through 2 minute, and what I'm looking for here is a reversal, like you guys call it, change of character, and then I'm looking for displacement in that reversal. So here, it's choppy, and this is the one thing about Bitcoin that can get frustrating, because really, did you get what I'd be looking for? Well, you did in a way. right here. But you can quickly see that, if you played the this fair value gap, first of all, the risk reward's not the greatest, but um, it's just choppy. So now I'm going to take a look at ES and NAS just to see what they're doing. They're doing the opposite today. So this might tell me we could possibly look for shorts today. It doesn't mean we're going to short now. So we just got to wait. But the reason I say that is you ran these equal highs, also ran this high, just this whole range we're in. But it's too early. That's another thing too. I don't recommend just diving into trades this early in the morning always. Sometimes you might get a really good setup. If you're playing the kill zone, usually it's going to be before like 8:30. But if you're playing playing with a New York session, just kind of like the morning, the stock market open, you're going to see a lot of volatility at 9:30 and a lot of volatility between 10 and 10:30. So that's where and also you got that what is it, digital asset meeting today, and we'll watch that and see how they're going. But as you guys know, they're talking about a U.S. central bank digital currency, so that's gonna impact crypto. They could say something bad about USDT. There's tons of shit that can go on, so you got to be mindful of all of that. So here you see that animated run up. This is on the 15-minute. Probably gonna look more animated on the 5-minute. Up above all these areas on the 1-minute, and this is what usually will happen. And this was actually a really nice setup on S&P for shorts. This is why I like kind of the way indices trade better. Because if you look, a lot of times on indices, you can use like a 5 pip or 5 tick stop loss above the candle that, say if you got in here. Let's see if it actually played out. So it's what, 75? So you do like 80. Hit 80? No, it didn't hit 75 exactly. So you made equal highs with this candle. Didn't even change to 80 for some reason. Why will it not change to 80? Maybe it's, I can't remember how the ticks go. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. That's why the ticks are 25 cents. That's right. So you can move it up there, and you see this is a very nice opportunity. It's very, very clean. Could have been taking it down here to that fair value gap. It didn't actually hit all the way. Could have taken a demand, however you wanted. But anyways, I like watching the indices. A lot of times Bitcoin likes to move with them. Again, you gotta stay mindful of everything that's going on. You can't really expect, oh, okay, well, we're for sure gonna drop. This is for sure gonna happen. You can't look at it like that, but you can, calculate your approach based off of what everything else is doing. This is not really as clean of a setup, if you ask. Actually, well, it's pretty nice. You got this same fair value gap setup. Actually, probably cleaner. You didn't really see any drawdown there. So, that being said, oftentimes this happens after 8:30. I'll be waiting for a low or a higher low after 8:30 to get cleared. Let's see what Bitcoin wants to do. This is where Bitcoin kind of gets finicky, because it's like, we didn't really run any highs. You didn't, not during this session at least. So what I'd be looking for here is this is really going to be the range that I'm watching down here. So we will look at that. You do have some equal highs, it looks like. What is this one? Oops.
It looks like we're going for the lows right now.
29.50. Really, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wait to see, how this plays out. You also got to remember, this is, you be mindful of everything. So look at that. Now, if you look, when we came back down here, this was where your original change of character was. So you did break structure to the downside, so I wouldn't be really like looking for longs, because you could say, oh, and this is where people get tripped up. It's like double break a structure. You know, well, theoretically, you should have bounced off this. If anything, you did not. Demand has been absorbed. It was up in this area right here. You got those longs. And this shows that the market's pretty weak because, you know, if we're, you know, double break a structure, you know, this should be a weak high if we're going to continue, and price just was really weak. I see you, Bill. Yeah, those BNB shorts did pay overnight. Glacier got you guys good on those. So, and remember, this goes back to TRX, and it goes back up into that general sentiment that we could be looking for some downside. So that's going to help you with your bias with other coins. I'm going to look at the majors first. So at this point, I just want to scan around a little bit. ETH has been looking terrible lately. It's one of the weakest looking majors there is. Wow, this is like, oh, ETH is dumping. Super, super weak. And again, it's just, you don't really get a setup as far as these liquidity raids. So now I'm gonna just kind of cycle through these. I'm assuming that the market is just gonna take everything with it. Everything is just kind of dropping down, failing any kind of demand. So let's look. This is one of those mornings it would have been better to be trading through the London session. If you see, this is going to be your London high right here, right in this area. So you should not see that cleared. I mean, I think we've established that at this point. I mean, you've got a lot. You got all this liquidity resting in here, this whole zone, depending however you draw it. So we should not see that that be violated. Now here at this point, I'm just going to watch this under these lows, see what happens. Again, indices are already selling off, so I wouldn't expect too much, but we might be able to catch some buys to sells if we get the right setup. So now I breached that low, scale in. Ethereum, if I'm looking, oops.
Looks like we're going for 28.6.
That's a 28.6. Let's see.
I'm looking at
These
the
lows.
1 hour. I'm looking at the 1 hour lows.
Yeah, I can see that.
I already made my money for the day, dude. I fucking caught a play at 3 a.m. this morning. I caught that big dump. It was a 61-1 with the
hell yeah.
0.9 stop loss.
Yeah, so this was a London, the London session paid today. Because really, you know, if you're trading this, you know, your targets would have been like here, here, and here.
I fucking cashed out, man.
Oh yeah. So like what I would look for here is for to clear this high right here with displacement. So I'm not gonna keep Ethereum up just yet. I'll just set an alert on it. And then I'm gonna put ES down here. So like I said, we're gonna see more volatility. We don't need to rush anything. This is like where, you know, you're like, oh fuck, the move's already happened. Which it may, as far as the liquidity rate, it may not even give a setup on crypto. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm not gonna chase into that and feed into that fear of missing out. Especially before 9:30. So while we're waiting, I'm going to keep Bitcoin up down there, but I'm going to go, ES is looking more and more like a short, but we could see, I've seen crazy stuff like this happen, like where we'll see some kind of move down below just recent lows, like even just this low or this, any of these lows, and then you see that reversal and you take out that high. I mean, it happens all the time. So, I'm going to keep Bitcoin up. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put an alarm right here. I'm going to cycle back to it every once in case we make a new low and high. But I'm going to do some TA on some other coins. Looks like you're going to make another. I'll come back to it in a second. So what I like to do here too is I like to see, what's the most extreme moves on the day. Because a lot of times with the alts, like I just have so many on my watch list, that's how it's going to help me determine where I'm going to put my interest at. We have LRC here. Do some 4-hour on LRC. I think it's bouncing almost, it created those equal lows right there. It's going to be your second change of character to the bearish side. So, what did sand just do? Change of character on sand. This is another one that we might want to keep an eye on because it pumped really massively. At this point, really, you probably could say, depending how you'd map your swing structure, that this was an alert.
Hi, Bill. How you doing today?
What's up? Smoker IK said for BNB shorts. Just chasing at this point, in my opinion. Like, sure, if you just FOMO in, you might make money, but I don't think it's a good practice necessarily to do that. I mean, it pays sometimes. So people come back and say, "Oh, I should have done it. It dumped." But I mean, yeah, I guess you could look at it like that. But that shoulda, coulda, woulda, shit, that'll eat you alive in the long run. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing because it looks like Ethereum. Both of them have cleared lows. So at this point, I'm just gonna lean into both of these. Or the ideology behind using some of these concepts is you're oftentimes going to be doing the opposite of what what you're thinking your first thought to do is. A lot of times, not always. Yeah, and you do that confirmation, but that's happen more often than not. I'm almost be favoring Ethereum here for relief just because it's cleared a lot more. I would also like a nice little relief pump to bring some of those other short plays up to an entry. Remember, no FOMO and don't chase into stuff. The reason I'm picking that one is because if I'm going to use internal structure, this is going to be your high. Why is that? Because remember, this high sponsored a low. This did not. Not much of a fair value gap Bitcoin's liking to leave us. And another thing too, these setups a lot of the times they don't really happen this early. So this kind of volatility this early is usually not what's going on. And if it is, you might get like a setup that doesn't have a fair value gap, and then you end up falling into it, and you take that one, get stopped out, and then the real setup comes, and you might take it, but you've already lost some money, which you'll probably make it back, or you're scared to take it because you're still shell shocked from taking the first loss. I've seen that happen a ton.
The
So
volatility has a lot to do with the GDP numbers tonight that came out this morning too.
there was more news this morning.
Yeah, there was GDP numbers for like gross domestic products, consumer spending, price prelims, price index, jobless claims, and shit like that.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That all just came out at 5:30.
Yeah, because
Well, 5:30 my time, 8:30 Eastern.
there was some nice shorts on the ES and NASDAQ. Nice ass shorts this morning, easy as hell. Ran those old highs. Nice reverse with a fair value gap. Enter wherever you enter in here. Stop loss above that candle. NQ is actually a little easier to look at. You even got into the beginning. The fair value gap stops here, plus one tick. Money. Just targeted. I mean, that's the thing. That's the nice thing at indices. You can have like a 20-minute work day a lot of the times. Bitcoin I know broke up a bit internal structure, but I don't really on the 2-minute or 1 minute I don't see displacement. 2-minute I do though. But in the 2-minute you also see we didn't really break any structure. So usually if I want to play that 1 minute internal structure, I want to see displacement on that time frame. So maybe we might get a break above this high and we'll get that displacement we were looking for. We'll see. I don't like these wicks though. Excuse me. How you doing, Hunter?
Doing well. Had a good morning this morning so far.
You run 30 miles?
3.5.
Savage. I saw you've
I
been
had my
running a
puppy
bunch.
with me. Yeah, every morning pretty much. I'm doing that step-in shit too. It's actually doing okay.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
I'm
some of
about
those?
to try that shit out too.
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Yeah, it works really well. I mean, I still haven't quite made my money back. My projected return on income just to make my money back from buying the NFT is about 40 days. And but I mean, I bought when it was at the goddamn top. And so if you get in now, I mean, it's fucking probably half the price than what I fucking bought mine for.
Oh,
It's an app called Steppin.
Yeah, I
is that-
gotta. Hmm.
You catch those shorts on NQ or ES this morning, Freddie?
That short's open from yesterday.
Hell yeah.
And there's another short coming up on ES. And then I wouldn't touch it for a couple of hours because we have other news dropping.
Yeah, there's a ton of news today. Did you see that? I didn't even know this till today. We're having the digital assets and the future finance. We're talking about the central bank digital currency at noon Eastern.
Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff happening this whole week.
Yeah, this week's been crazy.
Even though everybody was on, I've been up for like an hour and change trading.
Yeah, I just now got on like, it's been like 45 minutes. I haven't really taken any trades yet though. Yeah, so that's why, I mean, I don't, like some people would have chased into this fair value gap here. I mean, that still hasn't been filled, but I just don't like that kind of price action. I need displacement, like animated, you don't have a question about it. You're not sitting there talking yourself into taking the trade. You need to look at me like, yeah, that's it, and you'll get a feel for it after you get stopped out a couple times trying to trade this setup. Yeah, just like look at the price action on Oz, and dude, it's just so easy, bro. It's so fucking easy. Like for those of you, I'll invert this, I guess, because this is what I'm looking for in Bitcoin. That right there is just so clean. You have that break of that high, fair value gap, boom, and target inefficiencies along the way. I would have probably been out full right there, no trims until there. Very easy, 5%, almost 6 of your funds in about, what is this, 30 minutes or so. And I'm going to keep moving this down. I'm going to anticipate that this is kind of early. We haven't really made a new low, but I'm going to keep moving this down. And if we get a break above it, great. If not, then whatever. So look back at that 15-minute. Like Hoochie pointed out, we do have this liquidity target. If you were in shorts here, I mean, you've swept a lot, but you could look more so for that reversal, possibly under here if we get one. Because if you're really looking at this range we've been in for the last couple of days, we've already completely obliterated the daily range. So you can look left and see, okay, well, we've got a ton of liquidity there. So you might get that run with the stock market open, maybe initial push up, and then dump off into that liquidity. Oh, I just now saw, Bill, you said Ave, when you should end your Ave shorts. I mean, if you haven't trimmed, if I was in shorts already and I just hadn't trimmed, I would be trimming, but I wouldn't just close them. I'll tell you that. If you haven't trimmed anything and you're up fat, take 50%, just put stops or break even. Because, this is the way I look at stuff. If you have an open position that goes along with the high time frame bias, why close it? Definitely take some money, but I don't want to, close a position that, could end up just completely continuing to tank. Look back at TRX. I really want TRX to come back up into this zone. One of these zones. Both of them are nice and premium. Oops. There's some more. SKL is fucking hammered down. Just gonna take a look at it just to see what's up. Not really probably looking to play a bunch of liquidity fair value gap stuff on SKL. I mean, who knows? It might hit, but yeah, wouldn't be too confident in it. I'll set an alert here just to see what we do though. Is there anything that's green? Oh, Tomo. What's Tomo doing? That should have been straight squeezed on this 4-hour zone. I mean, really with Tomo, this is like, you may have already seen your lower high right here because you came into that 4-hour supply zone. It's not really very refined, but you came into it and then you saw it change of character on the 4-hour almost immediately. It's really right here was your change of character on internal structure. I guarantee if you go on a 15-minute, same thing. Shorts anywhere in this zone. Looks like you could have refined it even to the top. Easy money. Early shorts got stopped out. So let's look over here, see what we're doing, because it might be an opportunity. So he's doing that change of character because we're still bullish on the 15-minute. What is Bitcoin doing? Let's check on that. Okay, we might have something here. Oh no, actually this didn't make a new low. Let's see if we get, here we go, there's some displacement. See if we can get above this high over here, preferably. Let's go back into Ethereum as well. Ethereum is actually looking a little bit better. And I'm just plotting this, don't just enter this here. I'm just plotting, I'm just kind of seeing, get my position tool ready. If we're gonna take a short, or not a short, a long, to trade off my iPad since I'm streaming for you guys. I'm not used to it. So let's see. Where would our liquidity?
It's so
tool
funny
be?
how NAS and the ES, you can literally put it's like has the almost the exact same structure as Bitcoin Ethereum.
It's exactly the same, bro. I swear to you.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at NAS and I'm able to put my lines at the exact same spot as yours, and you're fucking charting Ethereum and Bitcoin.
It's the same, bro.
It's funny.
So what I'm gonna do here, I'm looking on the 1 minute. We've got 2 fair value gaps. We could take an entry off either one, really. You can also draw a line here and just kind of wait for price to come back down into this zone. But now, since we have this break of structure on the 1 minute, actually, it's internal, but it'd be kind of an aggressive entry here. Because really, you'd want to break this high up here to actually get that break, I guess you'd say. It's kind of ugly here. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait because Bitcoin still hasn't got this set up yet. And we could be aggressive with the internal here. But I'd like to wait. I mean, this will probably still be the area we play from. We'll see. But I'd like to wait till we get above this. Why is my iPad charging? Charger I have is about dead. Okay, there we go. I saw somebody had their Binance. I think it was JL had his Binance where it was like on the iPad it let him turn it sideways. Mine will not do that. I'd rather us not fill this before we break this. I will say that. And I'm again not telling you guys to long. I'm just getting my tool ready. And there's 2 ways you could play this. You could set stops down here. Again, this is pretty early in the morning, so we want to be really patient and make sure we don't just rush into something. But so we got that break of structure there. I'm not really looking for a closure. This displacement. Didn't necessarily get on Ethereum yet,
Too
but I will.
close to New York open.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is this is
Yellow
early
shit.
for this to be happening, but we'll see some volatility with that. Usually you see the best setup like this form like at like 10, 10:30. But that might be where we catch those buys to sells. So what I'll do here is if I'm going to play both of them, I'll be more conservative with Bitcoin because its price action sucks compared to Ethereum a lot of the time. So I will have a tighter or a wider, sorry, not tighter, wider stop. And at this point, final target would be equal highs resting above. I'm actually going to go a little lower because I don't want to get up into this London high. Because you're probably not going to see that cleared. I'd probably be a little more liberal with that. Yeah, and that's honestly not the craziest risk reward if we take stops under that. Under those lows. I'd probably take them, put the stop there. So that's not the entry. Don't set a limit for this. I'm actually just going to wait for price to come into this area and see what we get. So if you guys are on TradingView, go ahead and start putting your position if you're going to take short or along with me whenever I say it, and then be ready to, be able to size your position the right way. Have your calculator up, just be ready. Not really the biggest fan of Ethereum just yet. We did get an internal break, but that break went. I'm gonna wait for price to probably come down in here and just see how we react. A lot of times Bitcoin will come down and then you'll see it push up. You'll raid this liquidity here.
Casper, this may sound retarded, but can you go over how to calculate a position?
Sure. Leverage or your position, your 1% of your port or whatever you risk. So if you're on 10x here, it'd be, let's just say you have a 10 grand port. Take $100 because that's 1% of 10 grand. Divide it by 0.022. What's your size? So divide it by your distance from stop loss times the amount of leverage. So if it's 0.22, that's going to be a 2.2%. So you're going to take 100 divided by 0.022.
Distance divided by what? Sorry.
Distance times leverage. And then you
Distance
divide your
times leverage.
You can also use calculators for Bitcoin. There's a calculator here. I'll drop a link. Watch this. Yeah, it's just I'm not gonna go over and drop this yet. I'm trying to watch, but it's just your 1% of your port divided by the distance to stop loss times your leverage.
Thank you.
For sure, I got you, bro. And you divide it by not 2.2, it's gonna be 0.022. It's important because you're going by dividing by percent, not a full figure. So we came into this initial fair value gap here. I like that reaction. Want it to come a little lower. See how we react to this inefficiency. It's a 2 minute. Do we hit equilibrium here? Not yet. 3 minute we might have. You haven't really got an internal change of character here. So right there you had that change of character to the downside. Now if you maybe broke this high again, move it, broke that again, you'd be that internal change of character. You could try to take a trade. Stops under here, it'd be a little more aggressive, but we'll see. I'd like this reaction so far, but you have not changed back to bullish in the 1 minute yet on the internal structure. Ethereum still really hasn't even done much. I don't want to chase this. You guys, it's like, don't get emotional and don't get like tense and you know, be okay with missing a trade. It's fine for that to happen. Just let it develop. Because just this big of a move, you know, if we were just using the same stop loss, that is not even the trade I would want to take. So until we can get a new set of structure, maybe, oh, if we break here, then you could have taken this. Still not great, to be honest. I don't like that at all. Where's the London high actually? It's going to be up here. You could maybe see longs up to this supply, but it's just, it's not really the craziest setup without a really tight stop.
The market might pump
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
in a second. In like 15 minutes. Tesla's about to break out to the upside.
I'm not going to worry about Ethereum just yet here. See, anybody chase this up there is hurting now. So we can look, the 2 minute inefficiency is probably about filled. Let's see how far. I'm going to go ahead and take Bitcoin longs here. See what that stop loss is. Put that stop loss. What is that? 29.20. 29.24. Again, we're just going to take this to be the first trade. We might, it's early, so we might get stopped and have to take another one. We'll see, but just kind of roll with the punches at this point and see where you're at. Make sure you set your stop. Don't degen and try to not set a stop. And just hold it. That's not how you do it.
Hold and hope.
Ethereum really didn't break out either. Not really paying any attention to Ethereum here.
I think AVAX is going to be pretty good. It just reached my level where I would long it.
This looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it cleared the liquidity below. Like I was looking at it in a bigger time frame.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm sure everything probably swept.
It was beautiful. Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the 241 minute chart. It swept liquidity. Took all that wick to the left.
God damn, this TA is ugly.
Yeah, that was a fucking awesome short this morning. I made 96%.
Nice.
Yep, it went down straight to entry 24.42.
I think I cut it at like 23.8 or something.
Bitcoin's not really giving the reaction I would necessarily like. It looks like it's wanting to stay, but it's not getting enough displacement. It's broke, well, it'll probably, there it is. So that's one, it's whatever, fuck it, oops. We'll wait until we get more of a bias. Maybe we should have used stops here. Let's just see how it plays out. Doesn't look like it wants to hold, but we shall see. Let's go back to, I'm going to take a look at ES, see what it's doing. 4 hour. I was like, Dennis, it's pumping.
It's chugging along.
Yeah.
Might play US 30 today.
So here, we're going to get some more volatility here in the next little bit. We'll wait for stock market open and also that getting closer to that London close. Honestly, it looks like ES might dump a little more here.
Yeah. I'm thinking it still goes up to 409.
Yeah, it wants to. It's trying to fight it.
There's liquidity right there to grab.
And so I said, what cryptocurrency conferences today? There's a meeting. The Fed has a meeting at 12 on the central bank digital currency.
Yep. The Fed's about to fuck your shit up.
Yeah,
Don't trade.
exactly. I think it looks like Bitcoin's going for that lower target here. So we'll just kind of wait.
If the Fed affected your trading yesterday and that was pre-recorded, just relax.
Yeah.
But you also can't win them all, so
yeah.
keep chugging along, guys.
Yesterday I was blessed. I was already in longs, and it was like they were taken earlier in the morning, and the Fed actually helped me. So I was like, whatever. 'Cause usually if I'm in a trade, I don't necessarily close it, but I do immediately move stops to break entry or really monitor it to make sure nothing crazy happens. Because that shit, either you can be on the right side of it or the wrong side of it, and the wrong side of it's not fun. Appreciate it, Uchi. Let's take a look at, I'm just going to start, let's look at NOS too. Both of them seem to be turning up to this supply up here. Not really any kind of change of character just yet. Which one were equal? I think that I marked. Yeah, these are just those London highs. We've got more equal over here.
Oof, Bitcoin's taking a shit.
It's going for this lower target for sure.
I'm also looking at the 2-minute time frame, so
it is though.
don't mind me.
No, it definitely
Anything
is.
looks like it's taking a shit on the 2-minute. Especially something like Bitcoin.
Just trying to protect that low, but I don't think it's going to. We got some like super low time frame demand in here, but I wouldn't really mind that. All right, I mean, it might play out, but I wouldn't really be trading it with that liquidity target right below. So I'm gonna look around a little bit, get on one screen, set an alert for when we come under here. I'm just gonna kind of scan through my watch list at this point because we're not really gonna rush anything. Still got stock market open. Let's just see. Tomo is farthest up. I looked at that one. Coin, I'm not even gonna touch that. Tron. It's another one I really want us to come back up and dig into this supply. I think these are going to be some really nice shorts. Side coin. It's really kind of already dumped off. You could see push back up into this because you have that fair value gap right there that needs to be filled. So that's something to keep in mind. If we do end up pumping from here, it's just going to be leaving a lot of liquidity to the downside. A lot of these coins, especially this. Let's see here.
Hunter, is today private or regular?
Today would normally be private. But I don't know if we want to do it because Casper is streaming and we got a bunch of our private cats here. So we might just work with it here.
Okay.
Give everybody an extra day.
So CTK. This is tons of liquidity being engineered to the sell side.
I'm gonna shorten the video. Probably long Tesla. Short Apple. I'm looking for these puts on AMD too.
Go through the majors really quick. Wish I need to get you can trade a couple of those like on most brokers on like MT4, right? Like the major stocks.
Yeah.
It's about to get interesting. 15 till open. Fuck yeah.
I know Crypto
Cool.
Rocket has a bunch of fucking different
Oh,
stocks.
There it
to
goes.
trade.
Bitcoin. Go look at
Fuck,
Bitcoin.
God damn it, I just got stopped out.
Just now.
I was in it for a while though.
Oh my lord.
Yep, that's
Great.
about to happen to the Nasdaq and to the.
Yeah, those early morning shorts on Nas and Spy are fucking paying.
Fucking A, dude. I had a stop. God. I had a TP set, so it fucking ripped through it. Oh well.
You mean like when you're short?
Yeah.
I made money. Fuck it. I wouldn't. Profits.
too-
Can't go broke taking profits.
Nope, I 2x'd on the day already, so I think I'm done, dude.
Yeah, man. I'd be done for sure.
Is that? I was gonna ask you. So 2.5%, you make 2.5%, you're done.
I usually don't open more positions. I won't just like close everything, but I won't really open more, if that makes sense. So I guess you could say
Yep.
I'm done. Yeah.
It's also all relative to your port size.
Yeah. Yeah. Say if you have like a like a
If you have
$250,000
like 2K
port.
and you make 2.5%, your risk is a lot less to continue trading if you so choose to, which I still wouldn't. But if you have a 100K port and you make 2.5%, I'd stop trading.
So I'm gonna look
Wow,
left
I
here
thought
on
it was
Bitcoin. Go ahead, my bad. So you just came into some 4-hour demand. Not necessarily, doesn't really mean all that much just yet. I'll clean up some of this. I hate having so much. Sure.
Bitcoin looks like it's going to fucking 25,000.
Shit's not looking hot right here. Because it's like when we're looking at the 4-hour, now we're really, we did clean out a ton of liquidity here. A ton. Right there. And we're in this high time frame demand. But, oops. Yeah, you're going to want more, if you're going to look to swing anything, which you'd be playing a pullback that pretty much already happened. This is where it's like, you're trading counter trend. It's like, do you really want to even go after that? for as far as for like holding, through more than a day if you just catch some relief. But lately, crypto's just been making me want to stay up late and trade London because so many of the moves happen during London.
Yeah.
I mean, when you told me that, or when you mentioned that yesterday, I swear to God, that's what I did. I stayed up, and at 3 a.m. that shit dumped, and I had an entry. I had a 0.9 fucking stop loss, and it ripped.
Yeah, like exactly, and that's where you're gonna get a lot of the satisfying play. But it kind of cycles a lot of time. Like for a while there, New York was smacking with fucking with crypto.
Argo, you said you're shorting the video?
Yeah. Look at it. It's in a rising wedge. Liquidity. There's a bunch of liquidity below. Their earnings weren't too hot.
No, their forecast was terrible.
Yep. There's so much like macro indicators news that's coming out right now.
How's ES looking? Yeah, I started dumping off in
We
that
got
area.
a jobs claim report that dropped a little bit ago.
This is why I like trading, or would like to trade. And they're just so easy, bro.
VMware's getting
fuck.
all the volume this morning because of the deal that we heard about yesterday.
Yeah, them trying
Yep. I'm trying to get bought
Broadcom
out.
buying them out.
Yeah. U.S. corporate profits fall from a record high. Corporate profits in the United States fell 4.3% to 2.42 trillion in the first quarter of 2022, from a record 2.53 trillion reached in the previous period. Dollar Tree earnings above expectations. They wanted a 201, they got 237.
Dollar Tree did really, really well for earnings.
Hell yeah, they're amazing in recessions.
$1.25 store.
Yep.
Ozzy's gonna close red. Japan's gonna close red.
Did you see those bond charts I was posting in Forex chat, Algo?
Yeah.
On
That
charts,
shit is
I'm down for it.
terrifying, bro.
Bro, yeah, I
I
was
don't-
looking at bonds last night.
That shit
I
is
don't play
terrifying,
those.
bro. No, I'm not playing them. I mean, I'm just using them for overall macro perspective because it's like, if you have a decoupling between usually you'll see like decouplings between between currencies and
Mhm.
I'm sorry, between like there's be like bonds and commodities will decouple from currencies and stocks, but
Mhm.
they're all pointing to like global recession. And then if you look at the dollar, it's just broke. It closed above the highest it's closed a week since 2017.
I'm trying to find your bond charts. Oh, they're Japan bonds. You're
All
looking at.
bonds. All bonds.
Everything is going to according to plan.
COVID lows.
So I see.
Japan's super weak. Nobody likes them anymore. Europe's gonna go bankrupt. Germany's going bankrupt. I got shorts on the German EWG ETF that holds a shitload of European energy. I'm positioned very well. If everything crashes, I'll make 2.5 times my port size, which
Yeah.
it would only technically be up 100% because of how much everything's going to drop.
Rock on, man. Rock on.
You gotta, yeah, just listen to when I talk, bro. You'll, I don't know. Usually I try to hit it 2-3 months in advance.
I'm gonna move this over. I don't like having that All of this, I just need to know where we're at. Actually, I'm just gonna hide it on the minutes. Nice redistribution. Was a little more, I guess, easy on the way down. Like not what usually once you hit this last little supply, and we've seen with Bitcoins like previous, it's just completely tanked. Because we've came under a ton of lows. Like if I were in shorts, I wouldn't close them, but I'd be at least taking some off if I hadn't already. Stock
US
market
30 looks
open.
like a fat short. About to go catch 1,000 pips on that bitch.
Oh wow.
We're about to stack plate.
US 30 is like so late, all the time too. Like compared to like Nas and S&P.
Did you know that when Tom Cruise filmed Top Gun, the U.S. military gave him the airplanes at a rental cost of $11,000 per hour?
Holy shit.
Random fact.
Oh wow, AVAX just broke down. Wow. If you close a 4-hour candle down here, and you're confirming more of a downtrend. It's pretty crazy. I didn't even see. I mean, it could be just a spring though, because I mean, you didn't even get a pullback on AVAX as far as like to the upside. I mean, it's just so fucking weak.
Yeah, that's why I went long on it at 24.42 with a. Where's my stop at? And I said I was doing equity too. People were like, "What?"
I was about to say your stop. I don't even know where the stop would be. There's like no lows really.
I have a stop. Yeah, there's a level there. Where is it? It's definitely spring. Bro, I swear, sometimes my shit doesn't show up right on the one chart. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, even like if you look like, even if you woke up and played the New York session, you didn't even like. That's the thing that's lately about Bitcoin. It's just like you literally didn't have like that kind of stop run you'd look for in a New York session. Ethereum's getting real close to the 1700 target. We were actually talking about that, I think, yesterday. That's going to bring the rest of the market down too, in my opinion. It's clearing at least these equal lows. We're probably going to take more, but at least these.
You.
What's up?
Oh, it's good, my brother.
Oh, how you doing, Jay? I didn't know it was you.
I just woke up.
Hell yeah.
About to say you're awake at this time.
It's 9:30. Stocks are about to open. What you talking about?
Do you be trading stocks or you just
trade
look for the
stocks?
session? Or the
No,
volatility?
I'm not trading stocks yet.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't know you traded stocks.
I'm just here for timing though.
Exactly.
NYSE open, volatility, 8 a.m. open, volatility.
Exactly. That's what I figured. I was just curious.
Look at the chart I just posted. Everything I've been waiting to do, I think we're finally getting ready to do.
The spring.
Not really a spring, just a return to origin on this demand that gave us flip zones.
Over here. Somewhere in
Yeah,
this.
basically because we're in a phase B. Phase B is just a long drawn out liquidity range to exhaust as many traders as possible. And then we take out all of their stop losses, and then smart money puts in their massive orders again at their demand zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking for here is more longs. Like if we, because we cleared out all this range right there, all those equal lows, or relatively equal, I guess. And then now you're in that demand.
No, we actually we still have more liquidity at 27.9K on the perps chart.
Oh, there's still tons of liquidity. But the 4-hour range lows.
Yeah, we just created more equal lows
Right
with
here.
with that small bounce that we just had. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at right now.
And it's also
So
you
that
got to keep
demand
it
zone below it is where I'm looking to take longs.
somewhere in this.
Right. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That all of that demand that created there with that weekly liquidity rate is what gave us breaks of structure to the upside.
Yeah, and then also that would go along with Ethereum taking out that main liquidity target at 1700. I guarantee we'll hit that if we dip down a little lower. Also, we got the central, what's it called? Central bank digital currency at noon today, so that's going to be interesting how that affects the market.
Mike, you're looking at 21 or 27.1, that demand zone?
Like
Algo
27.
said, what's it called? Algo said that hedge funds or a lot of institutions are buying into crypto right now.
Yep.
Look at that, you've got inducement just above too. That's old,
Look, I
but
literally
still
have
there.
a paper I have from 2 different hedge funds that they're submitting their buy orders and how they're submitting them.
US 30 just swept those London highs right now. Come to that POI.
Yep, it's about to be a good day. Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
US 30.
Got to fucking just take a nap till London close. What I've been waiting for.
Pretty
And you can
much.
finally catch the reversal, you know? This is what I've been waiting for, just these highs be swept.
What happened to doing this all in one shot? Fuck. Alright.
Private boys leaving? Bye, private boys.
Yeah, stocks are open.
Makes sense. PA is going to be boring. I might just go take a nap till London close.
Yeah, crypto doesn't really move right now. I mean, it does, but
It's usually
Well, it's about to be
in the stock market.
was 7, 10. No, it's not. A couple hours to lunch.
we usually see a lot of volatility around like 10 to 10:30 crypto and currencies. So that London close, or leading up to the London close, I should say.
True. But from this fall, it's just like, you know,
Yeah,
it's only
exactly.
been like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see much. I mean, it's just stock market just open. Probably see a little
I mean,
volatility, but
we can come back up to 28.65, maybe catch the short from up there.
right around here, somewhere in here, yeah.
Yeah, the top of the breakdown. That's like literally the only POI you have right now.
Literally, and it's like even then, I mean, it's like it would be a nice scout, but we're just so low. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's like, is it a sweep? Are we going lower?
You just gotta go where the money's at, and where it's not difficult.
exactly.
As soon as you start overthinking things, just
Yeah, if
go
you're
for
not
it.
very, if you're not like at least because if you don't have like a framework, like okay, well this is what I want to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm out, and if it does happen, if you don't have like a very clear where it's going and why you think it's going there, you're just throwing shit at the wall.
I love throwing shit at the wall, though.
Boom.
Don't get me wrong.
Already. I was up like $500 on a couple of things that I played yesterday.
Good.
Yeah, great.
Stop it. Snaps. Both.
Gotta go.
It's going by. Bring up.
I'm gonna go ahead here, Glacier, getting excited over us being above 400 because we got these spy calls. Robbie just said spy. That's hilarious. I'm gonna go tell him not to get trapped. I'll be back.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, it's just like the night and day between ES and crypto. Just so much fucking nicer. That's what I do. Not as well. And now we wait.
Yup, that's another thing I'm learning that being a rookie trader is sitting on your hands is okay. And I did that all day yesterday up
Yeah.
until London.
You gotta be like, there's a mix. Like you gotta be ready to, because people, I feel like a lot of times, like right now I did when I was starting out, you gotta be patient, but also ready to execute whenever you do have a framework. And you can't really worry if that framework's going to play out in your favor or not. You just got to have that mechanical approach and just know what you're looking for, know what you need, and once you get
React.
that, yeah, exactly, and you just take the emotion out of it. That's what you can
Yep.
tell a lot of times. Like you can easily tell when you're in chat who's listening and who's not to risk wise, because there's be like people that are like completely losing their mind over taking a loss, and then there's people that like, oh, okay, on to the next one, whatever. That's why I mean most people, I'd say 90% of people who start trading, I don't mean to be like negative, but they won't make it. Because not until they get to a calm and
Personally,
aware
I don't
mindset.
recommend if you guys are making money trading, you gotta stay humble because on Wall Street, you're not really considered profitable until you're 5 years in, and for 5 years straight, at the end of the year, you're profitable.
Yeah.
Without taking a loss every single month.
And that euphoria
you have to
can
be
kill you.
super green. Just because sometimes, just because you had a great run, you get too excited. I've seen it happen with the best of us. Like, you run something up. I can give you plenty of examples. You run something up, you turn like nothing into like 100K. You're like, fuck yeah. And now your position sizing is like 20 bands of position. It's like, yo, bro, calm the fuck down. Just to
Yep.
get all your shit taken.
Exactly,
Yep.
bro. And I think that's like honestly a really big, almost key part of every trader's journey. You know what I mean? Like of
Yeah.
learning. I think that's really is a very key part of that.
And then I hate telling people that because then they're like, "Oh, you're so negative." I'm like, "Nah, man, I just been around the block a couple of times." Like,
Yeah.
you may be making money now, but I've been making money doing this like 10 years. So, like, humble yourself. I got humbled when I lost 30 racks in a play. So
Right.
that was like a solid kick in the balls. Like just couldn't trade for like a week. I was emotionally compromised.
Is that your biggest L?
Yeah.
Ethereum is like
I mean,
structure. So
when that happened, I
ugly.
still ended the year up 400K, but do you want to lose 30 racks?
Right.
I don't want to lose 30,000. Dude, what
Right.
the fuck? My short didn't fill me. Oh, it didn't hit it yet. Trying to take the short on US 30. It's a small risk position.
And it's where we're at now. You know, we're down low, and like this is where you would not really want to be shorting, in my opinion. I mean, unless you're scalping, you really know what you're doing, and you're in and out. Even then, I mean, it's like, you know, kind of like already happened. But like Ethereum, dude, is so close to those equal lows, 1700. You know, a lot of people after this kind of like huge volatility, they're like, you get that like FOMO where you're like, oh fuck, I want to get in on something, and it's like, you know, when you're this extended on the high time frames, you almost want to wait for those bigger changes of trend on a lot of things, because especially when you're trading against the trend. Not really as much volatility with the actual 930 open as you usually see, to be honest. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
God, those inside bars helped me so much. Like as soon as I learned about that and turned that on as an indicator, started using those.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, if you guys have anything you're looking at too, just always let me know. You know, just let everybody know, like, hey, look at this. Yeah, that way we're all kind of want everybody to feel like they can, you know, say whatever, do whatever. Kind of just chilling right now. It's not really much structure I like for any kind of long or anything like that yet. Oh yeah, Braden, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Not long on this at all yet. I'm just waiting. I'm just kind of mapping it out to see what it would look like. I'm not gonna really rush into anything. I kind of want to see how we react to this 10 a.m. There's news that's gonna come out then as well. But I do like Ethereum at this point better than I do Bitcoin. But it's not really. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's why. Bitcoin's still looking pretty rough. Still got that. All these lows right here that could get swept up, and then that goes along with Ethereum having the weekly liquidity target down here at 1700, 1715 on perps. Oh, I got you, Silent. Where is your thing? Oh, you're at the bottom. There you go. I unsuppressed you.
Yeah, did you get filled in XRP?
I didn't take XRP.
Oh, okay. I just remember that level being posted. I think it was from Playboy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 377.
Yeah, yeah.
See how Bitcoin reacts to this. This one up here. Five more. So this inside bar. I just realized that was an inside bar.
Yeah, those inside bars, and you told me about that too. Those really, you can use those to your advantage. I seen that.
Yeah, because an inside bar on whatever time frame you're looking at is just a range on a lower time frame, and that goes for everything, even if you're on the 1 minute. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's a range on the seconds, or and so forth.
I actually hit the bottom of 8 longs, 30% right now.
What happened being done for the day, Hoochie?
Fucking. There we go. Here we go. Let's bust it open. The conversation. I know. All right. I got.
Very good. I didn't even come into that fair value gap. I dumbed down the inside bars. Yeah, they're just a bar that is inside the candle to the left and to the right of them. I'm sorry, not to the right. I'm sorry. They're inside the candle to the left of them. And then when they're broken by the candle to the right, they're going to produce either a low or a high, and then instead of the previous candle. But all it is just a candle that did not break the previous candle whatsoever. Here on Bitcoin, we busted right through that. It's just, this is why some of you guys have seen me talking about it. It's just like the price action is just so ugly on crypto lately. It's just not, some of these liquidity concepts are just not really hitting as much because the price action is so choppy. Like we were talking about the NQ earlier, you have very clean, easy price action. Like you're gonna cut those scalp shorts early, and then you come sweep lows. You know, you actually didn't get an entry, but it's much cleaner. You don't have these wicks everywhere and just this blocky price action. Yeah, because if
Oh,
you don't want,
TRX alert.
almost hit. So let's look on 4 hour. Like what I like to do is once we come back over these zones, you want to just really make sure you're mindful of everything that's going on. Go back again, just look at the swing structure on the higher time frames. And I think with the daily of TRX, which is interesting in the weekly, is you're not necessarily even bearish until a lot lower. Weekly, it's just ridiculous. You can't use that. But the that's really your daily range when you haven't broke in or out of it. So you're still technically bullish on the daily above, you know, back all the way in like early 2021. 4 hours a little different, of course. And this is where you gotta be careful shorting TRX because we came down here, bam, low, then you made a new high. So you're trading, like that was your old range. And now you've got a hot, this low broke this high. Really a range looking at is here.
All right, back. What is going on? Holy shit!
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
suck that liquidity up quickly.
Took a little bit of the range low liquidity, created more liquidity at 27.9. It's retesting the equilibrium of the swing that it just broke to the downside. I don't think we're gonna reverse here.
No, I don't either.
I think we're still gonna come back down.
Yeah.
Scorpion.
Hit retail with a quick V bottom and force them the FOMO into longs right now.
Yep.
That'd be so
Exactly.
fucked.
Go up a chat.
Me?
No, I'm talking to Scorpion.
Oh.
Oh, and Hoochie and MILF sound the same, by the way.
You guys do. They definitely do.
For real?
That's his cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's his cousin for sure.
Like exactly alike.
My long,
Earlier
my long
today when he said something, I was like, "What the fuck?" I had to check like 3 times. If it was
Where are you from, Hoochie?
Minnesota.
You could tell.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Let's say the north.
That's how my friends talk. It's great. I love it. It makes me feel at home.
I know when I'm out of town or out of state, and then somebody asks where I'm from, that they always do it. Minnesota.
Yes,
like-
What's up?
Bro, I think we might get Kevin Durant on the Suns.
Really? I don't even pay attention to sports.
Yeah, I was talking to Devin yesterday, and they're really good friends. He was gonna come out here to visit. I was like, "Yeah, I want to meet KD." Like, no offense, you're a good player, but you got some cool friends too. I need an autographed jersey.
trying to make money off my friendships.
Yeah, see here with TRX, I would be hesitant even to really short this for a couple reasons. For one, remember, we'd be playing counter trend, and you want to get nice confirmation when you really look at this. Like, yeah, we broke structure to the downside, but I mean, if you look, again, what happened right after that? Internal change of character, bullish. So you want to be very careful shorting this. If you do, you want to wait for a double confirmation, in my opinion. You might get left, whatever. It's not even coming up to the supply. But I would be very cautious with that. I'm not saying I wouldn't take it, but yeah, Bitcoin looks like it wants to just induce more longs.
Yo, Twitter's on some other shit, bro.
What happened? Or what is it?
There's a fucking, these people are at a beach or something. I don't know where it is, and they're all with their dogs, and a rat comes out of nowhere, and the dogs start going crazy trying to eat the rat.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. I saw that.
Someone said Ratatouille 2 looking wild.
All the fucking owners are like, hell no, my dog's not catching the plague.
Don't eat that shit.
Yeah.
I'll take you to the vet. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Those XRP limits looking nice. So Playboy said there's a 3.5% move. I don't know. Click the 4 hour. I haven't charted XRP in a while. This actually would look very nice for long soon. Those limits are already paying, but that's kind of what I'd look for first. What's BNB doing? BNB was one of the better. Oh wow, this pulled back nicely. So like this is the kind of structure you want to see. Like you have that nice high. It's not like this swing, you know, your highs you need to break are like leagues above you in order to shift structure. Oops. What I'm gonna do now too is look at my watch and see what's like the actual most beaten down that I want to trade, because I don't like trading just anything, but it's been a while since I charted Zcash too. Just gonna trash this. Oh, this is setting up pretty nicely.
Hello?
What's up?
Yo. Augie's looking for me?
Is that Scorpion? What's up, Scorpion?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been killing the options lately. I don't even trade them, but I've
Yeah.
been peeping.
Oh, they up there. Oh shit. Okay, oh, they up there.
I don't know, this is kind of weird. This is like weird swing structure. If you notice though, if you look back, you always kind of want to look at like the standard deviation for Rune. It looks like the swings are pretty. The pullbacks that happen don't have to necessarily be like the hugest pullbacks to be that swing high.
Yeah, didn't that play you called? Didn't that rune play you called? That was a 100x play, wasn't it?
The one from like a little while ago, like probably like a month, 2
Yeah.
months ago, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really nice one.
That was.
Oh, can't see. Yeah, it's this weird price action. It's 10. Now, what's TRX? Like I said, you want to be very careful with this one. Probably get a double, want double confirmation in the 1 minute from one of these areas. Because you are in premium here, but you know it'd be nice to get a deeper push up here. This is the supply that really pushed you down though, so that's why I still wanted to mark it and keep an eye on it. What you watching, Jo?
I only trade Bitcoin.
That's all you trade?
Yeah, I'm charting it up right now.
It's nice to only trade like a few things. It really is. Or one thing. For a while there, I was just trading
That's how
ETH.
flow is. Yeah, flow's only like ETH and Luna. So I was like,
No more Luna.
I'd probably be like Bitcoin,
No more Luna.
ETH.
Luna 2.0, man.
Yeah.
A fucking flow and Luna to the ground. But no, I'd probably incorporate like ETH into my trading as well. Shit, I'd even try gold.
Gold's fun. Retail's gonna get wrecked on gold right here soon. Actually, I haven't peeped in a while. Let's see if they already did.
What about like fucking wheat and cattle and shit, like the shortages?
Commodities, you can make money off those,
Yeah.
but you got to be in tune with a lot of stuff to do that correctly. Yeah, gold's gonna. Actually, those aren't really that equal. Did clear it.
What kind of dollar amount do I need for a Forex account?
It's really up to you, but in all honesty, I mean, if you really want to see like satisfying gains, I'd say around like 5K. Personally, that's what I would say. But don't get expectations, you know, just like I'd recommend you can start on like a demo and then you know, just kind of go from there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm nowhere near anything like that, but it's the information is good to know.
Also TRX, it's like you gotta remember too, we're pretty beaten down. So that's why you want to wait for that double confirmation. And yeah, Steven, Algo had said something about Kevin Durant to the Suns. I just now saw that. That was only a minute ago, anyways.
Okay. Damn, bro, Bitcoin is railing.
Yes,
How
sir.
much
I
has
mean,
it gone up? 3.6%.
it
Fuck.
swept that
It's
whole
like-
fucking.
It's like fucking back and forth.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot. There's a lot of strong demand in these areas.
Yeah,
Look, you can see how well 27.9 is getting protected.
it's going for. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. It's like they're equal, but at the same time, it's protected like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And we have all of smart money buying in at the bottom of the top of the range. The whole goal of this is dumb money buys in between the range, builds a bunch of liquidity. Smart money then manipulates price to take out all of their lows, all of their stop losses for them to just buy back in, like
Do the
at
same.
27, like 5.
Yeah,
Fucking do the same
Basically,
thing over again.
yeah, because they have to clear orders off the board. They have to clear orders out of the market so they can place theirs, and that's why this is kind of how the game is played, because they're not after small traders like us. They're after like other institutions and hedge funds, smaller institutions and hedge funds, other people who actually move the market, because
exactly.
no one here in Play can move the market.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to stop out like Michael
These are
Saylors.
yeah, exactly. Like these are traders, like professional traders versus other professional traders.
Exactly. Now XRP. Got that move. The XRP is looking nice.
Glacier like preaches it all the time, but we're literally just like flies on a camel's back when it comes to this.
Yeah, 100%.
I got a question about volume. So at the, you know how you can display the volume at the top, not the indicator, just so you can read the volume on the bar?
You mean like just putting a volume indicator, like putting it in a pane above?
No, I'm not talking about an indicator. I'm just saying like the volume number that like if you change your settings to show the volume at the top
Like
with the open,
yeah.
high, low, close.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at that number, is that the number of orders or the number of like Bitcoin?
The number of
traded?
Bitcoin.
Okay.
Here's that 10 a.m. volatility we were talking about, and I will say you did rate a lot of highs. We'll see how we react here. What's NQ doing?
Did you
Wow.
catch those long?
On what? And I'm not playing NQ or anything.
Oh, Bitcoin.
No, I didn't long.
There were longs on Bitcoin.
I didn't see him. I mean, unless you just bought under the lows.
Bro, what do you mean there was longs on Bitcoin? Of course there was.
How so?
Oh, bro, watch this fucking
Huh?
be.
Like
watch
what
this be
entry?
more liquidity to be made.
At what entry? At the bottom.
So
That
you
would've been
just
nice.
got in at 27.9.
You could have YOLO'd at the first wick right there.
Oh yeah,
and
you could have
enjoyed the
YOLO'd
two
for
next
sure.
wicks
For sure.
right there
Oh,
and gone up. There was also another entry right there where it changed character with that giant wick to the upside and it came back down right into that candle right above. Yeah, right there. There's another entry right below that when you had another change of character that the price went up and came back down, gave you an entry.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just YOLO'd it off the dip for sure.
Yeah, that was dangerous though. The entries were there's 1, 2, 3 entries on the way up.
So let's see how we react here.
All right, so my shorts are about to hit on NASDAQ again. We're about to go ride this shit. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, those indices, that shit's gonna pay. Way above all. I mean, look at that. I don't see a unless you're. I mean, if you're looking like way left or something, maybe, but I don't see a short here just yet.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you look left on the 15-minute,
Yeah, as I
there's
was
a
saying.
supply and demand flip on the left-hand side on the way down from 18th of May.
Yeah, like right here, this zone.
Yeah, if you stretch it to the left even more, it's a supply and demand flip from over there.
Yeah. It's probably sell to buy on the 4-hour too. Yep. Well, actually, not really. This clean this wick's too big, but you could
It
still
still
mark
needs
it.
a little bit more, but the shorts should come in soon. US 30 straight short on the hourly. There's just all this liquidity to the downside.
This is swept.
A
Haven't
lot of
swept
imbalances
this.
were left.
Ideally, we could sweep all of this up here.
Okay, okay. Got a 5% move on April. Close that.
There you go. What I'm looking for right here is us to sweep. We just all this liquidity up here, those London highs, and then we'd look for signs of a reversal. Let's good old TRX doing. Not yet. I'm gonna delete this because we know we're above these equal highs. Place with an arrow. And we've got a nice target down there. These highs, let's see how we react. That's this down here. I'll watch TRX as well. I would play music, but I'm on YouTube, and I think you get copyrighted claimed for that. So I think that sucks about streaming on YouTube and shit.
Dude, composite operators chart is just fucking.
He's with the shits on Wyckoff. JL's good with Wyckoff. Got that. Break a structure on TRX. So now we can wait for return up there. Damn, I need to change the settings on this. I don't like the dash line. All right, Choach. I need to mark as a Choach. You can also watch this wick as well. There we go. Nice to see some displacement. Might get a short opportunity here soon. We'll see.
Oh shit! What's up, Rawson? What's up, Papa?
Oh, is Papa Schmuck in here? Hell yeah.
Papa Schmuck.
Yeah, it's nice to see a lot of the people you don't really see at the night streams, and yeah, that's why I want to start doing some of both. What's up, Sin? Oh, I got you muted? Oh, what the fuck? See, I can't see that. Usually it shows me, I unmuted you, but usually it shows me people.
I don't know. I don't know why it does that every single time you join. Somebody said it was something about the cookies or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna unmute. I'm unmuting everybody who's muted. I'll mute you back if there's unnecessary noise. But hey, if any of you guys that are muted, it's not like I didn't mute you today. I might have muted you way back forever ago in like a stream if there was some noise, and you know that could have been it. But I unmuted.
Yeah,
tried to
no, I
unmute
feel like
everybody.
it suppresses everyone. I think.
Not everyone. I'm looking through it. Like I can see when some people are suppressed and some aren't. But like as a red thing, like live, I'm unmuting him right now. And Justin P, I'm unmuting him. But like it shows like when some people are server muted, and then it doesn't show when others are. It's weird.
You're
What's
got that
up?
bitch working now.
There you go.
Thanks for unmuting me, bro.
Works, bro.
What's up, Rawson?
What's happening, Coochie Man?
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny's in here. Said, where? Yeah, I don't know if he just joined. It's like, what do you mean, where am I at?
Yeah, I haven't looked at Aave for a long time.
I haven't either.
I
don't know why
I
it
had a
shows
killer
this.
swing.
Trying to
I had a
look at
killer swing
JLCA.
trade with that, and fucking end of March, man, when it hit like 262 or something. Fuck, that paid.
Use demand OBs. Which do I target? The one that gains a break of structure, the one that gives an imbalance. I would target the bottom one, not necessarily for only the yes because it gave an imbalance, but also it's more in a discount. There we go. Now it's just charged up.
Actually, gonna start watching that.
Are you still suppressed? Wait, I thought I would suppress you. Why does it do that? If any of you guys want to be unmuted, there you guys should be unmuted now. But if any of you guys want to be unmuted, just let me know. Probably maybe see one last little push here from Bitcoin. Peep XRP again too. Tag this high up here. How was that 15-minute?
Yeah, there's a lot of Aave fucking being traded. 451, like they got
I've
like
not
a
watched Avi a minute. Or just hit the delete all, but it'll delete everything on my other charts too. Ave actually looks pretty good. There's a lot of demand in this candle. There was. Maybe the 4 would be clearer. Yeah, it's probably somewhere in this range. Right there. To the snipe if you got this. Still haven't really got that second break of structure for the upside. Came and ran those lows now. I'd heavily look for longs if we get Ave above this right here. 100. Damn it, Ave's $100. No wonder it's been getting bought up. Holy fuck, bro. I did not realize it got that cheap.
It was like $75 at the low, I think.
Dude, that's crazy. 60 fucking dollars.
$60.
Fuck,
One
bro.
Ave hit that.
Remember on Ave was like $700, bro. Ave's like a good coin fundamentally too. It's just it's more of like a sound lending protocol than others, so I feel like it loses attention because people are like, oh, dude, no fucking.
I need like another 50% off Ave.
Yeah, literally.
Hit that 4 TO and I'll buy it. Fuck it. So close not to.
Yeah, if we get long, or if we get break above this 109.8, I'll look for heavy longs off whatever demand sent us there. It looks like it could be down here. We'll see. Mark it
Yeah.
up.
It's got that trend line liquidity right below it too right now. It's engineering. At least on the daily.
Yeah, oh yeah. Tons.
You know.
Yeah.
That shit never holds.
Nah, hell no. Even if it
That's
barely
what I
gets
think.
wicked, it's gonna get wicked. What's it?
Yeah.
Kind
Because
of
if we get that spring on that last spring on Bitcoin, then obviously we'll get the sell off and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Hey yo, what's good? What's good,
What's up, Papa?
bro? I had to sleep in the garage last night.
I know, man. You told us.
That's badass.
Dude, that was whack. Did y'all make any money this morning?
Been kind of mids. Everything kind of happened at 3 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, 3 a.m. I caught Bitcoin.
That was the time. If you didn't get that, then there was not really much entries. Just waiting for London close right now.
Damn, Ape was still fucking running. Oh well.
Link shorts on hourly. It says lawn and roads. I see what you're saying. Look at the 4. I want to start higher time frames first to get a good.
We tried to get Hood's play on Link last night. It filled, but fucking didn't hold.
Cleared this day, all these daily lows here. The weekly, see if you hit any demand. Not really. Not just yet. You did clear a lot of lows. Look like you really already got your daily pullback in a way. There. You got your change of character. All right, you just now got it. So you could say the daily pullback is real, or not pullback, I'm sorry, the daily continuation is going to start. So I get that 4 hour.
Watch oil.
Oil.
Be careful.
I haven't looked at oil in
Yeah.
a while.
Railing, bro.
It's railing.
It's railing.
That's
like,
scary.
It's you'll see it whenever you're done. Just go check out CL1 exclamation. It's kind of scary what it's doing.
Fucking huge 4 hour fair value gap on oil during session. Usually that'll happen, but not like it'll be like this, like that kind of, and it's not even. Yeah, that's. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
And
really,
if you
like
look at the indices, I feel like it was just inducement to go along to create these. Look at everything's gonna go into distro.
that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm waiting for. I really want to get.
I was gonna go short. Like NQ is already breaking down. People are getting really excited.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
fell out of my lungs. I was like, nah, it's getting that feeling in my stomach where I want to go long. That's that retail feeling.
Yeah, literally, bro. It's like you have to calm that shit, that urge.
Yeah, I just write it on the board and keep it moving. But yeah, watch your trading just because oil's going up. It's so good. And bonds aren't doing anything, so.
Oh yeah, link.
Oh, time to go
I was
piping some gas.
So we were at 4 hours.
Yeah, composite operators chart that he keeps posting. That shit's fucking. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's
100K,
really good
man.
back off. I'd be careful with link shorts personally, but I mean they might hit.
100K or nothing, man.
Only thing with link is like you did just get one 15-minute change of character in a 4 hour demand zone. The dailies swept nearly all lows. So you don't really have too much of a daily liquidity target. Weekly, I mean, I guess you could say that's demand. You really haven't. That would be your bear case. Would be that we're going to go back down here to $4. Jesus Christ. Then you could look at it like that. I mean, and then your daily and 4 hours both bearish. You did just get your change of character internal on the daily. So really, that was right here. We just got. So then at that point, you could say, okay, well maybe, the pullback is confirmed to be over. Yeah, look at Adam. I got you. And then you could look for shorts, I guess, but it's just pretty beaten down in the 4 hour range, in my opinion. So you're not really at a premium. So at that point, that would be somewhere I'd want like a double confirmation entry, because you're in discount. You did just get a change of character on the 15-minute here with link. And I wouldn't say you're bullish necessarily either. I'd be more hesitant to long just because the rest of the market, but just be mindful of your surroundings. Looks like we're gonna end up getting a flip zone, if anything, with TRX. Back to Bitcoin is what I want to keep my eyes on at this point. Not really much displacement here. Not yet, at least. Minute, I don't see a gap. 3 minute, no gap. No trade yet. For me, at least. Oh, man. So this is one of those situations with TRX. It's kind of odd. We didn't really come up into. And if you look at this as your supply, you broke it. So that supply wasn't respected, like this wick. And then if you look at this supply, you could say we tapped into this zone, but we left that inefficiency up there, and also these equal highs. Here, let's see. They're exactly equal, so you can say that's inducement. I'd personally rather get something from up here in this candle. Not putting a limit here. I'm just seeing what the risk profile is. I hate doing this because I decide short, but I feel like everyone's like, oh, short. 3852. Oh, I got right on it. 8352. Set an alert if these levels broken. I'm not gonna just take that just yet. Really want to keep an eye on Bitcoin here. No. You need to unmute. Make sure you unmute if you're. That's why I hate putting these things. If you're on the stream and you gotta like listen to the audio, right? It's pointless. I might set limits here. I'm not really sure yet. I'm waiting for Bitcoin. See, a couple people are deaf, and it's just like you're just gonna confuse yourself doing that. To be in all honesty. I'd really like one last little push on Bitcoin here. That would honestly bring us to this as well.
I might look for shorts off the 50% of the 15-minute fair value gap.
On Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more short bias. I'm not waiting. I just want to wait for this 1 minute change of character. I just want to see displacement with it too.
Yeah, I'm def thinking scam pump right now. Especially with the demand weakening as the price continues to go up.
More liquidity available.
Oh shit, Cyber Ray, I got you. Where are you? I don't know. It doesn't like you. I guess there's just been this whole time I'm like telling you guys like, yeah, talk, guys. Why are you quiet? And you're all just like, yeah, I'm muted. It doesn't. It shows me like right now, like I'm unmuting A Rosado, Big Buzz, Dari. Like it shows me they're muted. Guinea, I don't know why you're muted. That's just background noise at some point. But it shows me like some people who are muted, but then it doesn't with a lot of people. So it's just like confusing. Oops.
I feel like me learning shit in a bear market is kind of a good advantage, I guess, for the next fucking run.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely more of a difficult market to trade in.
As long as
For
you have the
most.
mentality of short everything after you get out of the bear market, you're good. Try not to have a bias.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to go with wherever the wind takes you.
Like
Right,
every
right.
day, you're Switzerland. You're fucking neutral.
It's a good analogy.
Everything's neutral. Yeah. I'm Switzerland every day in the morning until I see a displacement candle. Then I get my bias.
You fucking sound Switzerland.
I do.
This boy sounds sweet.
Right? I sound
This
like I'm
boy,
a wealthy motherfucker with free healthcare.
Hey,
Free
man.
education.
Yeah,
this
dude.
boy,
I love listening to what you have to say, for real.
I'm gonna wait till we have double change of character with this. I mean, I do see the opportunity here. I'll unhide that so you can see. I mean, I see it because we have the equal highs right here, a fair value gap. I do like this setup, but I want to see what Bitcoin's gonna do.
You want to go sit outside, buddy? Well, I'll put you outside.
So I like this with Bitcoin.
And this 4-hour candle looks fucking nice.
Let's peep. Shit, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's how you can tell money is involved. Big money.
That's basically more confluence for me to confirm this as accumulation.
Yeah, because that's really all you're looking for is just, you know, that manipulation and then huge money entering the marketplace.
And there's a lot of telltale signs through volume as well, volume spread analysis.
Oh, now you're opening up another can of worms. They're starting to get the hang of one thing, bro.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Buddy, I've been
Advanced
volume spread
JL.
analysis. I've been volume spread analysis since I learned Wyckoff.
Not
That's-
you. Everyone
Oh,
else.
reference.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm mad fucking baked right now.
And then you gotta include the time fractals next. And it's a whole other thing.
Oh, relax, GAN fan.
Hey man, the 20-year cycle, man. We end this one right now.
Shit.
Maybe
I'm about to
20
pull
years.
out the GAN fan on the chart and separated by Fibonacci timeframes.
Oh man.
Make my fucking chart look like Electric Daisy Carnival.
The
Literally.
shit we used to clown back in the days. The
Literally,
shit is like
literally, bro. That's what I was just thinking when you said the GAN fan, because I remember I was watching like some shit on it, and I was like, wait, this shit actually isn't some troll shit. Because it's like, then you're like,
Nah,
okay,
man.
what the
No,
fuck
that
is
shit
this?
works.
No, hell yeah, it does.
Time fractals.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
use GAN fan with point and figure, and you're fucking
Point and figure. Yeah, point and figure's like. I try learning point and figure. I'm like, what the fuck? Because like point and figure is part of like Wyckoff too, but it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, point and figure? Yeah, I gotta learn point and figure. It's very, very, very useful.
Yeah.
I
think
know
I
a
have
guy
a
who
tutorial
uses
on it.
yeah, I know a guy who uses point and figure, and like his shit's spot on because you're
Yeah.
certain you're like setting up certain like objective goals
What did he say
for
today? Did he say anything today?
The long term.
Joseph?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't. He's been a little quiet. He said he's been sick lately.
I think he's sleeping right now. He's in Australia, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
that's
sleeping.
senpai talking. Yeah, I was like,
Who are you
who the
talking about?
fuck
You
is
talking
this
about
dude?
Pac-Man?
No,
It's me.
it's
Pac-Man.
That's his dude that we know, bro. That's like he's very fucking smart.
Yeah, he's a
He
dude.
teaches us.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's
True.
He literally like
very
teaches
good.
us.
Yeah,
He has
schools the
like he
shit out
knows,
of us.
dude. He knows fucking like Ganbox theory, and he hits timed moves, bro.
Oh,
It's crazy.
Did you open the folder? I put it
The
in the
Ganbox
folder.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it. Ooh.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
see
in
a
there.
break of structure of the downside here.
Algo course.
Yeah, bro.
Damn. At the
Algo?
same time, like this, looking at my fucking schematic again, like this could also be a fucking spring after
Yeah,
STB.
I was thinking it was a spring on Bitcoin because
Yeah.
AVAX did the same thing, and we're up on AVAX.
Well, yeah, because we had an STB, and I thought we were gonna hit the top of the range, but now this could be a spring, and we could still keep ranging between these fucking blue boxes again.
Like we up on AVAX. If anybody took those limits I put yesterday.
I feel like US 30 is gonna roll over. I think we got
Oh
one
yeah,
more.
US 30 is sitting in supply. I'm waiting for that bearish change of character, bro. I'm gonna go fucking 10 lot in this bitch.
What do you play?
But I
Like,
think
do you
we-
play internal or do you
I
play
think-
external?
Oh, I'm playing the internal range. I just wanted to
Yeah.
confirm the fair value gap, and then I could switch.
Yeah,
to
same.
ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly. That's what I'm
exactly
thinking.
what I'm talking about. If
That's
you
why I'm
check
thinking we
US
roll over
30
one more time.
If you check the US
Fuck.
30, Casper, you'll see on the 15-minute, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's in
This is the
it's
part where
in-
market structure gets confusing again.
Yeah, switch to 15-minute.
That flip zone, is that what you were talking about? Or
Yep,
was that?
right there. You see what we see right there. Yep.
You can mark
What-
the zone, but it's probably already been
I got the
defined.
level from the 1-hour chart, by the way. So it's that whole pivot range.
Yeah, as I say, it's
That's
probably
why
the
I
whole
haven't
range.
gotten into it.
What folder has the GAN theory?
Smart money concepts.
Smart money.
I had it marked
Yeah.
somehow.
I don't see GAN.
It's not called.
Is it
GAN.
called?
No,
What's it called?
it's
Everything.
called. Yeah, on US 30. I'm just playing that scalp to the downside real quick.
Yeah, it's starting to get that rounded
I
top.
need to learn GAN.
It's called M tops.
M tops. Got it.
You're gonna go.
Oh,
through
videos.
there, the mini
Yep.
course, premium content. You know the whole shit.
Lucas has linked me with his course setup too. He has a bunch of books that GAN wrote, so they're all ebooks and shit.
Does he? Send me the link. I'll put him in the folder under PDF.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
I have pretty much everything in there. I think that's what I'm missing.
Yeah, this will be
Just
perfect because these are all the books he wrote back in the day.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Bitcoin's fucking railing. What are we up? Fucking, oh my god, we're up like 5% in like the past hour.
Yeah, I should hit that fucking all those orders.
I'm a little
boy
salty right now.
Don't be salty. You can catch the other later.
Yeah, I'm just chilling right where we're at. TRX, I want to see more.
You know
Dude.
that they're making a life of Zach and Cody
No.
prequel.
The reboot?
Yeah, and then Chance the Rapper is gonna play Mr. Mosby.
Oh, what? That's whack.
Wait, what is it?
Chance the Rapper's pretty cool, bro. He's a cool
No,
guy. I've met him.
Cool, but you know,
He's
Mr.
super
Mosby.
religious, bro. He's
Mr.
super
Mosby.
religious.
I mean, that's cool. You might be religious. I'm more cared about the
I'm
OG
saying,
Mr.
like,
Mosby.
sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable how religious he is.
Oh, Chance the Rapper.
Kind of that thing where it's like, you gotta be like me.
No, he doesn't push it on you. He's just like, I don't know how to explain it. You gotta meet him. You'll see.
I'll hit him up right now. Hey, man, what are you doing this Friday?
I'll be like, who the fuck are you?
Microsoft might get that little fucking change character. Alert. Hopefully.
Yo, Kanye is hilarious. He's like, somebody asked him something at the Balenciaga show, and he's like, man, I ain't touched cash in 4 years.
I'm sure.
Confirmed you have Bitcoin. He has Bitcoin confirmed.
Yo, Pastor, go check this video that I'm putting in fucking crypto chat.
So it's a fight. Hold on.
Some light humor.
Oh my god. Fuck. That dude just got humiliated. He's gonna have to move schools. He's transferring.
You're not getting that from me.
Want to see is just like absolute animated, just complete piss on Bitcoin down under this low. Not gonna get aggressive and play this internal right here either. I'm gonna wait. It's setting up like I wanted it to. We'll see though. So, you know, everybody wants to long right now.
Yeah, we keep coming in and out of that fair value gap. I might look for shorts here.
That's what I'm doing. Want to see.
The only thing that has me scared right now, though, is the decreasing supply and volume.
I will say, me personally, the only thing I would ever want to use volume for as much is Wyckoff, because if you use it with supply and demand, you'll get a lot of fucking false signals on crypto,
Oh,
not
yeah,
on
only
anything
what
else.
I use it for.
Yeah, exactly.
Reaccumulation or distribution and accumulation.
I mean, your indicator's pretty good though.
Oh, the volume flow thing I have.
I I use it to find areas of points of interest.
No, well,
Because
you know
Yeah,
another
dude, I
good one for
realized.
that. This one.
they
Sorry to
react to
interrupt,
those
but
candles.
the fixed volume profile, like instead of using the volume profile indicator, there's actually a tool you can use. Fixed volume
Yeah,
range. It's
I
really
use
good,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I use that tool too
I like this tool.
for the volume shelves.
Yeah, I like it better
Yeah,
because
those
like
are nice.
visible range on that shit is just, in my opinion, so fucking redundant because it's like, oh, I'm just gonna see where the volume is
I
on my
will tell you
screen.
this. SMC shits on that volume shelf indicator.
Is it like a different? Is it like an actual?
No, like our concepts.
Oh
of
yeah,
what
yeah,
we
yeah.
know as far as what we do, and if you just look at regular volume, and I've tested this before because when when I'm trading stocks, obviously all of us have a different bias, but I would say 90% of the time, levels that are being called out are based on volume shelves, and I base them on supply and demand, pivot points, fractals, etc. And sometimes they're like, yeah, a volume shelf hit, but they're still like the levels there, and then the price went under the volume shelf, like $3. And it's like, yeah, that was a good level. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, that just wasn't a good level.
It's one of those things like when you
We
use it
could
in
say it
hindsight, it's
was,
always
but
good, but it's like when you really are
yeah.
using the fly, it's difficult and it'll give a lot of false signals.
That would be so fucked.
What?
Somebody said Bitcoin shorts in the 5 minute. I don't really. To be honest, I don't even really use the 5 minute at this point. I won't lie. I don't see whatever you're saying except maybe this fair value gap. It's probably in the 15 as well. But personally, what I'm waiting for is I want price to push below this 1 minute swing low, like really violently, and leave a fair value gap along the way. And then I'm going to wait for price to come back into it. And then that's where we would look to take a short entry. It's getting to the point where we're getting up into that London close. Like usually I like this setup to happen already, I will say. Like I usually like to be able to get in. I want to be positioned by 11 most of the time, but it's not like it's not gonna be like a deal breaker not to be. What the hell's my cat doing? Motherfucker's over here making noise. Oh, muted. Oh, you're good. Oh, much on mute. Why the fuck is everyone muted? Just tell any of you guys, do not hesitate. If you're muted and you want to talk, like just don't hesitate to tell me. I promise there's not a reason most of the time you're muted. Maybe it's like a long time ago that that you got server muted or something like that, and yeah. I want to get
Flow
this
setting
double.
up the ETH move.
I figured I got left in the dirt.
I'm gonna fire up the iPad.
How do you, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask, how do you get fucking Binance to go horizontal on your iPad? I saw you post a picture. Mine will not, bro.
Horizontal?
Like, Landscape view.
Landscape view.
Like if you turn your iPad sideways. Or am I crazy?
I don't know. I just turned my iPad.
Yeah, right. Mine
You-
won't do
you-
that.
You got portrait lock on?
No, I don't. Mine won't do it. My Binance never will
You
do
got
it.
an old ass version of Binance or something?
Probably. I'd be scared to update. I'm like scared to do anything with fucking Binance. That might be it because I've had it on here for like a good while.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I just turned my iPad. I don't know. I this is kind of an older iPad. I think it's a 2016 or 2018.
Yeah, no, it's
Yo,
not even.
Pastor, can you hear me?
What's up?
I was saying, bro, my iPad does the exact same thing, fam. I have to pull up the browser because it won't go sideways for shit.
You know, it's like why,
Oh, your
bro?
Binance won't go sideways?
Bro, it's annoying as fuck.
Is
When
it
you
up
try
to date?
And he's from Texas, so you know he likes sitting sideways.
Is it up to date?
Oh, of course. Yeah, definitely. It's up to date for sure.
That's mad weird.
So I just use the browser whenever. It's kind of retarded.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing. Ethereum's looking strong.
Yeah, I
Can't
don't
be.
see any demand here. I might try to short off the 50% of the fair value gap.
What's that gonna be at?
I should probably wait for break of structure though.
Yeah, I'm going to. You got supply in this 1 minute inside bar, this little zone. Maybe it's a flip zone. I don't know. Somewhere way over here. Probably is. It may not be a bad idea, but I don't know. That's just personal. I'd probably wait. Oh, you're in it right now. You're about to hit at least.
When I'm unsure of the position, I wait for the 886.
It's not a bad strat.
50%.
So I'm glad we waited on TRX.
Uh-oh. I see people dumping their mutant apes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just read a couple people have been selling them. Should bring the forward price down. Dude,
I've
so I
been-
sold an NFT and tell me how I never got the money in my wallet.
Are you sure? Do you have wrapped Ethereum as a token?
Yeah,
What did you sell it on?
I added it yesterday. I sold it on
OpenSea?
OpenSea.
That's weird.
It doesn't even reflect the transaction in my wallet.
The fuck?
Yeah.
And what does it say
only
on the
shows
scan?
the money going out to purchase the NFT, and that's about it.
What the fuck? That's
Yeah.
sus.
Super sus.
Do you guys think that like smart contracts can be written to do shit like that?
Absolutely.
Definitely. It definitely can. That's how people
That's
get their
fucking-
wallets wiped. That's why I'm scared of free
That's
mints.
fucking crazy.
Free mints, you can get nice and fucked on those because, like, free mint, you're agreeing, because let's be real, most of us aren't, fluent in Solidity, and you can, even if you're not, you can still identify certain things that are like obvious, but I mean, written well enough, you can get eaten alive by just like, you're signing over. Basically, you can give a smart contract access to your wallet, and then a MEV bot just fucking drains all your NFTs, all your tokens, sends it to address, and it's like, you're done. Nothing you can do. That's why I'm like, I recommend people to use a degen wallet, like because MetaMask, you can create a bunch of different wallets on your same like profile,
Mm-hmm.
and then just use one of those, like have just like enough for gas, like $100 to $200 worth of ETH, at all times in it, and then just mint like free mints with that, because you don't want to be minting, or really like you should like have a wallet for degen mints, a wallet for regular mints, and then a wallet where you hold shit, your actual NFTs, and then another wallet where you hold ETH. And you might spend more. That's if you're like more of like a whale, I guess you'd say, but because you're gonna be spending more on gas. But if you got a bunch of fucking bread invested, you cannot be too safe. And like the fucking NFT space is ruthless, bro, with scams. It's like I used to think like rug pulls and shit coins and all that were bad, which they are. They're bad too, but NFTs are like, dude, shit sketch.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for all the NFTs to go to zero. There's no use case for an NFT.
90% of them are. I think the only use case really is gonna be like a token gated community. Mainly, that's really about the only one I really see. And then also like membership of a DAO, but most DAOs are just fucking rug pulls anyways. I do
Hey man,
see.
one of my NFTs give me free coffee. What are you talking about?
They're like cool, nifty ones like that, but it's
That's
like,
utility.
like I just feel like the value has to be correlated with
Real, tangible.
yeah. There was like the cannabis club one where people like got like free an eighth a month or some shit like that. Something stupid.
Some mids.
Bitcoin's strong. Wants to be. I'm gonna be very conservative here. I think we just dipped into, what is this? What supply was this? I don't know what this was from. I think, oh, this was what you were talking about earlier, Senpai, weren't you? I think. Somebody was. This supply up here. Bitcoin. All right, where are we talking about?
Oh, like a 3 5-minute redistribution zone that's right above.
Up in here, yeah. You can look up here as well. So those highs.
I don't know. We just we're within the 15-minute fair value gap, and I guess we did tap into that like 5-minute redistribution zone, supply zone that we created.
Days like this is just like more and more just make me want to trade fucking indices. And Forex, because crypto is fun and shit, but it's just like you try to use like, you can like supply and demand on that shit be smacking on crypto, but when you try to use like more advanced like ICT setups, like a lot of times they just don't, like the price action's too choppy where it doesn't like return to where you need it to, or you'll have like one wick that'll kind of throw it off type shit. For a while there, I was fucking following indices to a T.
Ooh, we're about to get 11 o'clock close.
Yeah,
News
London
about to close.
Oh, it did close.
Volatility coming in, baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to see. Usually, I like seeing it come in leading up to it. Like we did see it, but I usually like the confirmation it happened before 11. But it is what it is.
I got a kind of shitty fill on my shorts.
Oh, you took shorts already? That EQ?
I got put in at 23 or 29,395. Here, I'll send my chart real quick.
I see it. There's supply and then that imbalance getting filled. Looks like the real supply in Tron was in this wick, if it holds. Double inducement. I'm gonna wait till we get a flip zone. Breakdown from this demand right here.
These shorts could fail, but this looks like a UTAD to me. Up thrust after distribution.
Yeah, I mean, even the 1 minute's almost kind of looking like a little bit of a Is that what you're saying right here?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
1 minute would be redistribution. You have
Yeah.
your low time frame accumulation.
Down
and
below.
then forms into a distribution pattern,
Exactly.
which is redistro.
That's like the flavor of
Are the
fucking
wick-
Bitcoin lately is redistro.
Are the wick-off schematics easier to spot on like lower time frames or higher time frames, or it just doesn't really fucking matter?
You don't look for schematics. You look for you basically read volume and spread. I
Yeah, it's
just
a little bit more
I just
advanced.
memorized what all the schematics look like, but it's all about reading into volume, because distribution is they're basically either releasing supply into the market, which is going to make price go down, or they're buying up a bunch of positions, which would be absorbing supply for price to go up.
But that's like your more advanced concept, right? You were talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of people in Playbit try to just match schematics to their
Yeah,
charts, and
it's-
that's just not how it works.
You gotta understand like
Because
what it's
Wyckoff
telling you.
just isn't about schematics.
I hate schematics, honestly, because I feel like it causes so many people to like get like just turned off from that whole like, because I feel like everybody when they first hear about smart money, it's like Wyckoff, and they look at Wyckoff, and then they try to like force these schematics to work with price action, and then it doesn't work, and they're like, oh fuck this, like. But it's like you got to really develop an understanding of like what the story, you know, what is smart money. It's all about just identifying true manipulation, like on the bigger picture. Personally, I like Wyckoff. Like I kind of like more or less will eyeball Wyckoff like on the like lower time frames. I don't really like use like I won't get all deep into it, but I will use it with like in confluence. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in like a point of interest for shorts, I'm like, okay, I would look like distribution on the 1 minute, or like especially there for a while. Those like April, like all the fucking, it was just like redistribution. It was like 4-hour redistribution, 1 hour redistribution, 15-minute redistribution. Like it was like a fucking roller coaster, bro. And I was using it like those SKL shorts we caught. I used it with that. That was kind of like my confluence to take those because I just set those limits and woke up and they were fucking gone.
Bro, you know what I'm scared of? A fucking tire coming out of nowhere and hitting me.
A what?
A tire.
Like driving?
Driving or just sitting anywhere. You know how common that is, bro?
What video
Tires
did you just
fucking
watch?
flying off shit.
Is
Like
it
a
just,
fucking-
is
like
it
a
common?
NASCAR race.
I know it happens, but I don't think it's
No, it
common.
happens a lot. It is common. Think about how many cars there is on the road, and if you're thinking it's not common, you got tripping.
You just saw some damn video or something, didn't
Go
you?
look up. You could go look at it. Oh,
This dude definitely just fucking smoked.
nah, I'm not. I haven't smoked. Oh,
This dude's so high right now. He's like, you know what fucking sucks, bro? Random ass tires coming out of nowhere and hitting my car.
Literally, like.
Like, what if I'm just sitting on the fucking park and then the tire just comes flying in? That's okay.
Adam's
Yeah,
seen a
fuck.
video with like 10 people just sitting there and out of nowhere, boom, tire.
Like, if it was common, we need to recall like all the cars that just have tires flying off the fucking handle.
It's like some Final Destination shit right there.
They usually
I
fly
couldn't.
off because the what's it called? Dang. What is this?
By the way, I don't know how. I literally got woke up in the middle of the goddamn morning to crypto just pissing. What was that? Someone explain now.
I think that the news, like the GDP news that came out at like 8:30, affected everything pretty rough.
Girls do.
That's
Yeah, bro.
fucking
You know,
nutty.
we about to. It's about to be good. Everything's setting up for shorts.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
I just get an alert that Dogecoin's at 17 cents. I was like, wait.
What's gonna suck is whenever I get off here at 12, that'll be your guys' signal that that we're gonna say something, because I'm gonna go to the gym and then everything's just gonna play out exactly how I waited all morning. I may hop back on afterwards. Usually, if I don't catch a trade in the morning, I'll try to catch one in the afternoon. How are stocks today? I mean, I know that I know how the
Everything's
market
going
is,
up.
but yeah, as I say,
I'm buying puts right now on things.
Nice. What's DXY doing? Oh, it's down here. I was like, why didn't it change? Oh, that's sketch. Look at that. That's a 1 minute. Never mind. Damn it. 2015. DSY looking mad sus. Ooh. That looks sketch. You could see a huge pump from the dollar soon. And using internal structure, of course, you got a 4-hour change of character. You're back into the 4-hour demand. 15-minute, you really haven't gotten a swing structure change, but you did get internal structure change. That's what we want for our shorts. Not really much of a swing confirmation, be aggressive, but be nice if Bitcoin would make another high right here, and that would give that tight structure where we wouldn't have to see such a wide range. Like if we could clear out that high, I don't know if it'll happen because, like JL was saying, it could be just an up thrust after distribution, but wouldn't be surprised to see it. The dollar looks like it wants to fly right here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. How are you? How? How are you serving me? I just don't get that. I guess it's something. Somebody said something to do with cookies. I unmuted you, but I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, I had to close the stream for a second, back, and work.
That's weird. I wonder if it's something to do with like VPNs or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That wouldn't make sense. I'd be muted all the time. Oh my god, those fucking Goblin NFTs hit 2.5 ETH. Dude, that's just, I almost literally, I tried to mint them and they had already minted out. They're a free mint, dude. Like,
Oh, damn.
free mint. And you could have minted, I think you either could mint 8 or 10 of them.
Wow.
Push
Yeah,
to
but then
talk
that
is-
goes back. That just goes back to what we were just fucking talking about, though, with those smart contracts and free mints and shit.
Wait, what happened?
The fucking Goblin Town NFT, they were free mints. It was like a meme NFT, so like talking about the NFT bear market. They were a free mint,
Mhm.
and you could mint them for like I think the contract was optimized to where you paid around $8 in gas per mint, and you could
Mhm.
mint 10 of them. And guess what they went to?
Oh, they went to 2 Ethereum.
Yeah, 2.5 ETH.
Yeah, Nick had a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's a fucking W. I tried to mint them. I should have just bought them on secondary, but I don't really have much. I haven't really been playing NFTs as much lately. I'm probably gonna load a little bit of ETH back in the MetaMask here soon. Just take some pros from futures and aping a JPEGs. I'm gonna scan around a little bit. It's the highest change on the day. Wrong way. Tomo.
Fucking Maker's flying.
Tomo would want more structure to form. Same with CTK after it cleared that. Damn, we should have watched that earlier. Alright, let's see if it gave really much of an entry. It did. CTK's price action was fucking cleaner than Bitcoin's. Should have just stayed on that. Surprising, honestly. So that's what you'd want to see happen, ideally, right there. Or he gave another entry right there. Take this down here. Yeah, so we plotted this last night. She came back down into this zone right here, like we were talking about.
Oh shit, I actually leave that. 1%.
Hell, I thought I sent fucking alerts for that, but I didn't. Oh, I did up here. Guess they just got triggered. I didn't even realize. That's always fun. Didn't Sand get put on Coinbase today, right? I think it did. So yeah, right now I'm gonna watch TRX. Sand looks like it could set up. I wanted to come back up into this actual zone though. I'd just be looking to take this down like this demand. Really, Bitcoin, TRX, and Sand. What I'm watching. I'm not sure what that was from. Well, that original entry on TRX would have been nice, to be honest. It just shows the supply is in control here. What I'm looking for now is a break down below this low, and then try to find a POI that's in premium of this leg of price.
I think Bitcoin's about to break down.
Yeah, I do too. And I'm gonna be really, really sad if this happens when I go to lunch, because I'm following like a strict schedule, because I spend like I'm trying to get a lot of different projects done. What is this? You just tagged me. Oh yeah, it got its internal already. I want to wait for
This would be your entry.
Yeah, I mean if you use internal, yeah, but I'm trying to get a swing structure entry. Personally.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I mean you could. I see it for sure. Like really, because you get right here, bam, double break of structure, or well, double break of internal structure, and then you would get in like right here at that. So I see it, but I'm just gonna be a little bit more patient with it.
Oh, I want to say, actually, no, wait, we just swapped bearish. So
Yeah.
we could have actually gone off that 1 minute internal.
That's what I'm
because
s-
our
yeah,
break
that's
to
what I'm
the
saying.
structure today, we swapped, we broke that 15-minute internal structure that we were in from 28.6 to 31.5.
Yeah, right here, you could
So
have got
that's
it.
when you can start thinking bearish. I don't know if I told you this, but I came up with this theory once I started to get really more into market structure. It's kind of like a thing you can keep in mind, is once you realign yourself with the higher time frame structure. So say if you're like on the say you're bearish on the daily, the 1 hour, like we are in Bitcoin right now, which means the 15-minute, once that swaps bearish, if you get a 1 minute change of character, bearish change of character, that could basically indicate like that your pullback is over, like
Yeah.
the top is in.
Yeah, no,
And
100%.
that could be your possible like new strong high.
Yeah, if you go all the way down, and like you said, if you get the 15-minute internal, usually a 15-minute internal is not always, but usually a 1 minute break of swing and then once you get that 1 minute internal at the return to origin of that, or just a double, like in this situation, you had that. That's Tron. You had that
Yeah, so that means
internal
we're
there.
realigned with everything.
There.
So because now that the 15-minute is bearish, we're realigned with the hourly. So 5 minute and 1 minute, 1 minute structure bearish would
Yeah.
be like entry like times. So using the confluence of the supply, the fair value gap, and the 1 minute change of character, this might actually be like sniper entry for tops.
Personally, I don't see the 15-minute yet. Change of internal structure.
Change
'Cause-
of internal structure.
Or is that what you're saying? Oh no, I thought you were saying because like if we're in 15, depending on how you draw swings, which you could look at this as a change of character. I mean, I would look at this as a swing pullback. So you got like, but you could be expecting a pullback after this break of structure. So then you could look for at that point. If I was going to do it like that, like what you're saying, I would want the 15-minute to shift bearish, which would be this inside bar right here.
Here, I'll show you where we switched bearish.
On the 1 minute, we got that double change of internal structure was where we really switched, like right here. Well,
Can
actually,
you see
probably
my
less.
my stream?
Let me peep. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta make Discord bigger. I have like 3 things open.
Let's see. Let me just hide all of this for you real quick. All right, can you see my stream?
Yeah.
Let's see. Where did I put the structure? Oh, not this one. Ah, right here.
It's gonna be over here to the left. Like, what is this? 28.6 something.
All right, so right here, we were bearish. Let's see, all the way down to all the way down to the hourly. Let me hide this. So daily, we actually just created a new low. Our previous high was 52K, but we broke. I believe, we broke this structure to the downside here. So this makes this our new daily
Your
swing
lower
high.
high,
So our
yeah.
daily is bearish.
Oh yeah, the daily
So
4
now
hour are
we're-
both bearish.
We
They've been
could
bearish.
start to pull back here and do what I said, where we come up back to this equilibrium. If we have a spring action STV, but basically the daily is bearish. So if we go down to the 4 hour, the everything within the daily, let's see, where's the daily swing high? All right, so now
4 hour
within our
swing
whole
high
daily
is
swing,
down there, like where it says
this
choke.
is right here. Yeah, where my change of characters, we broke this structure to the downside. Our 4 hour change of character is here. So the 4 hours bearish.
Yeah.
So if we come all the way down to the 1 hour, this is where our last break of structure was on the hourly. From this low to this low. So this would be our high that needs to get broken to swap bullish.
Mm-hmm.
So once we flip this zone and had our change of character, if I come down to the 15-minute, because it's a 15-minute zone. Once we come down to the 15-minute, this is our zone right here. So flip zone, Chach. Now Bitcoin is bullish because we're either beginning a pullback or reversal. So now we're in reversal mode. So now we can start thinking bullish structure. So this break of structure that comes here, this makes our high. So this would become our strong low for this swing. Technically we did have a pullback here. So this would be our last internal low.
Demand.
So all of our structure is hold on. So everything between this looks about right, I think. Okay, yeah, sorry. So this was a high and this high got broken here.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say
this
the one
becomes
I
our
had
new
was
strong
that.
low.
That's
This is what I was looking for. So this becomes our swing high, and this over here becomes this becomes our swing high, and this one becomes our swing low, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything that we just did in between here is all internal structure, right? Because this 15-minute is still bullish. This is where Bitcoin is still bullish until this very morning, until we finally broke the low of the range. Because all of this, because it never came and took out this strong low, all of these lows right here, all of these highs right here is just internal structure.
Well, on the 1
So
hour,
now
yeah.
that we Correct. So now that we just broke this 15-minute to the downside right here, and now we're reversing, that means we can start to think bearish, because now we're in bearish structure. So this 15-minute is swapped bearish. So because we broke structure here, we take our nearest high of the range. So it would be here. This would be our new low. And this is the low that got taken out. So this is the highest point. So that this is our bearish structure.
Right, but you'd expect a
So-
pullback there.
All right. So now
And you're far in discount. So that's why I want to wait. I see that's pretty much what I have too, except the 15-minute in my opinion has changed a couple times in between there, but if I'm going to short, like I want to have double confirmation or displacement entry, because yes, I definitely agree, but I also see the fact that we're heavily in discount on that within that range, and we just experienced the break of structure, so I would assume the
that
pullback.
means from here to here, basically here to here, I'll just go here. This would be our 5-minute change of character. So now
Yeah.
we're in retracement mode. So now we're in 5-minute pullback mode.
Exactly. So we could
so
expect
now
we could expect
our
down to
15-minute is
demand.
bearish. Right. So using that logic, we could
Because see, like if you look at Bitcoin 1 minute, that I see exactly what you're saying, and I would take like entries like that more aggressively if we weren't so far in a discount on the higher time frame.
No, you're right.
That's the only
Because
thing
my
that
shorts
makes
might
me
get
not.
stopped out.
That's the only because I
Our
see
new
it.
equilibrium is our new equilibrium is here. So everything above here is premium.
Because right now it's like right in that 1 minute supply of that second change of character of
So we
internal
could
structure.
basically
But
we could do this if we wanted to.
That's what I want. But I want to take an entry that's like, because one thing I've used now is if I'm like trading like with my high time frame bias, I'll take more aggressive entries. And like that can go beyond like whether we're bearish or bullish. Like we can be bearish, but if I'm playing like, shorting every like for instance, if we go from like bearish on the 1 hour and we break a structure and then we get in retracement mode, I might play I guess you'd say the retracement of that retracement, but I'll be much more conservative with the entries I take. If that makes, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I see it for sure, 100%. Like it's sitting where what I would think is wait like that entry right now, but I would want to wait personally. It just all goes back to like that's one thing that's nice about using all of these concepts is there's so many different like it's like there's the same perspective and there's like a correct and wrong way to look at like the actual structure, but then there's so many ways you can like utilize that to your strategy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we want to wait for the 5 minutes to swap bearish again then. Because
Yeah.
now that if we're within this bearish range right here, we are sitting deep in discount. So coming back up to maybe here OTE, wait, and I think that was the top of this range that I had just drawn.
That would be where the ideal shorts were. Like I see them. Like I want to short Bitcoin here too. I 100% do, but I want to wait until we break swing structure instead of internal because
The supply zone might not be enough, especially because of all of these equal highs that we have right here at 29, like 9.
yeah, and also
This could be a bunch of liquidity.
The notion that we're in
let's see.
accumulation, there'd be a fuckload
This
of
could
orders
probably
coming
be
to market.
liquidity right here too. Yeah, this could be nice liquidity here too. It actually makes sense to almost come back up to 30.5. Fuck.
We shall see.
I may have entered shorts too early.
I mean, I see them though. Don't get me wrong. I definitely see them. But for instance, if I were taking that, I would have. If the way I would have taken them, they would have probably just got stopped or about to be, depending on the pip. It's like the actual, depending on how many pips you use. Because if I was gonna do it like that, I would go for like two internal changes of character, like, and then like one internal, like, I guess you'd say an internal low or high, and then play that. That's how I would take it. But you see, it's just blasting through it. That's how I would take it usually. But I'm just fucking I'm trying to be very patient here. I want to see for me to enter, I'm playing more of like a liquidity entry than supply and demand here. I would want like a very heavy displacement to the downside and then enter on that gap that pushes down there. But other than that, I'm hesitant to short most stuff. Like except certain alts. Like alts are a little different. Like for instance, I'll still play like the change of character and stuff on like maybe Bitcoin or not Bitcoin, but sorry, TRX and Sand. But I do want more for this like scalp on Bitcoin, just because like you said, I think we're probably I think we're gonna pull back, but I also am very wary of that a huge amount of demand that just came into the market. And if you look in the 15-minute, depending on how you map swing structure, Bitcoin switched bull over here on the 15-minute, not the hour, but the 15-minute, and then it got violated here. So you would say, okay, well, now I guess you'd say this is your high and this is your low. So on the 15-minute, you would look more like we're in premium than the hour. But the high time frame, I always try to go more with the higher, like at least a 4-hour. Because one thing I honestly stopped doing personally, at 1 hour fucking used to throw me off like a motherfucker. Like the 1 hour with Bitcoin at least. Like for swing structure, it's good, but for anything else, it's thrown me off like too many times. Because I used to do, I'd play like 5-minute change of character in a 1 hour supply or demand, and then I'd play 15-minute within a 4-hour. But I kept finding that almost always those 1 hour POIs were also 15-minute POIs. And then the 5-minute change of character, you'd not get as good of an entry as you would with the 1 minute. So I try to use like monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour, 15-minute, 1 minute. And then if I'm playing intraday like liquidity, I'll use like 1 through 5 minute. But that's just for like gaps. I'm not even trying to play any kind of supply or demand, anything like that, any structure, because most of the time the actual swing structure on them through those time frames is on the 1 minute as well. But I like using the other time frames for liquidity. If you use the top entry on this, you'd have got nice little, because I guess you could really say, so with this internal, you had, this is interesting, it's kind of choppy, because that really wasn't lower, I don't think, than this, was it? No, it wasn't. So you'd say, yeah, like I had it before, right there, that was your low because you produced a new high, cleared out that, then this candle produced a new low, so it'd be your first high, then you came down and had that second internal move to the downside right there. This is nice how many people are in stream today. I like it. What's up, Glacier?
What's poppin'?
How you doing?
Chillin', chillin'.
Hell yeah.
I'm in the fucking gym right now.
I was gonna say, where you at? I'm in the sunroom at the new crib.
Yeah, I'm in the gym.
Oh yeah, you got the slides on?
You know it.
See, look, if you look at this, JL, like, look at that, like, because that's why it's like Bitcoin's like max pain, bro. Like, because really, like, the way you would have played this, if you were playing internal, you would have been like, okay, internal. If you played the first entry, you would have been better off playing the confirmation that flipped, whatever. I guess I wouldn't even call it a flip zone, but like, it would have been this candle up here. That's what I'm saying. I see the entry, but I'm just gonna be a little bit more conservative with it.
Oh no, I thought the you have the inside bar indicator, don't you?
Yeah.
I thought that inside bar, I thought that was like a structural pullback. So that's where you could have had that's where I had my change of character marked. That very first inside bar that went to that like
Or you're talking about way over here.
yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
no, yeah,
that
for
very
sure.
first inside bar. That's where I put my change of character, so that's why I took the short.
You would have had supply here, and then the second would have been, really, you would have got second.
But I don't have the inside bar indicator. So I saw it as a little minor pullback.
I like it. I like it just for internal structure. And then also on high time frames, it'll help you peep out like flip zones. Like for instance, like a 4-hour flip almost always I've noticed is going to be able to be refined to a 15-minute zone, and you'll be able to note that because all an inside bar really is just if you have an inside bar in the 15-minute, well, that's a 1-minute range. Inside bar in the 4-hour, that's a 15-minute range. I'm interested to see how this fucking Luna 2.0 goes.
Luna Classic.
Well, I don't understand. Like, I almost want to throw like $100 to degen in it, just like as like, but that's like it's literally
That's
gambling.
what Playbit said to do. He said throw $100 in it and come back and check it in a month.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like, but just take it like you're taking a sports bet, because you basically are.
To what?
Like some Luna 2.0, like expect it to go to zero,
Oh,
but
God.
I like, because it's funny.
can't-
I can't make myself do it though. It's like I just
I
can't.
can't believe people are still. Why are people trading that? I just don't understand. It's like so mind blowing idiocracy to me.
Dude, no, what's funny is like I was looking at it just like for the fuck of it, like whenever it was first like dying, and it was hilarious.
When it first happened, yeah, you put your money in UST, you make bread, but people are still chasing it. They're like, I'm gonna put $1,000 in there, and then it's like $100 now. Like,
Yeah.
the fucking game, bro.
I know
Just
fucking
send me a
Brody.
Cash App.
Brody put fucking like $100 or $300. It went to like $3,500, bro.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
did
of
that
course, the
immediately,
one
as
thing
long
I
as
didn't
you
do
took
it.
your money right away.
Yeah.
Because I know Hood did it, and I was telling Hood not to. I was like, nah, bro, fuck that.
Yeah, same. I was telling people not to, and then they were
Like,
like, "Fuck you,
Don't
bro."
do it. Like,
Yeah.
you're an investor, bro. Investors don't do that.
This is looking
Yo,
good,
that
JL.
inside bar thing's fucking heat, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? I love that.
I'm watching it on your screen, bro.
That's so fire. This is looking
That
nice.
shit's
Yeah.
clean.
It's looking nice here because you like how you reacted off EQ of this right here, that initial just first shift.
Yeah, and the more confidence I had was, like I said, the 15-minute fair value gap. Algo taught me that if there are zones within your like fair value gap, they're more likely to hit. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
had, like I said,
100%.
that supply zone within the fair value gap.
Because you're basically just like you need at least two confluences. You need structure plus liquidity, structure plus demand. But for max confluence, you can use all three. But my thing is, like, if I'm trading, like if I'm against the high time frame, whether it's counter trend or if I'm not, if it's not priced where I want it to be, like discount or premium, I use double confirmation entry, or I'll use like an ICT entry. If it's like pro, like with everything, I'll take that risk entry. I take less trades now doing that, but it is what it is. TRX is about to give us.
ICT style fibs are magical once you learn how to like mark up swing points properly.
Yeah.
That 70.5 is insane.
Oh yeah. I turn it off and on. Like I have a template for it, but it just depends. I find myself using it less. Let's start, like for instance, with
I just
will
found
say with
myself
flip
starting to
zones.
use it more.
With flip zones, I use it. Like for instance, like if I'm like confused
Dude,
on
draw
like,
it on fair value gaps.
oh yeah, that as well. I need to make these lines thinner.
I just started like I just found myself starting to use them even more now. They react really, really well, especially in fair value gaps.
I haven't used them like for entries and fair value gaps, but I have I like this right here. I have seen
Oh, and
them
you can throw them
play
on your
out.
zones.
Yeah, like on your actual supply and demand zones.
Yeah, like I've thrown them on supply and demand zones. Like 70.5 is like, I guess, like super deep discount.
Yeah, so I like 7.9
is
too.
really good too.
Yeah. See, now if we get this confirmation, we'll see. I'm looking more towards these TRX shorts. We'll see though. I like how it's forming this like kind of tight price structure where we is that right? Oh fuck. No. Okay. Really? Fuck my undo up. Again. What's this? 0.08363. Still haven't got this break of structure to the downside yet. This could change, like if this moves like heavily, and we get like maybe one of these zones that we have another zone where there's displacement or inducement below it. But for now, I'm just gonna mark this up, see where we go with it. I'm just not too convinced of anything just yet. Come back to that later. I'm gonna hide this so the people that are watching don't just, what the fuck are people talking about? And oh hell yeah, thank you. My girl made me that fruit parfait with the yogurt and the honey. That's that energy right there.
That's that before gym energy.
Exactly. Oh yeah, it is about that time. I just realized that. You guys can't hear me eating, correct? Or can you? I'm gonna assume no. So I have my mic moved away. If you're gonna see Bitcoin react to the zone, it's gonna be here. You just swept those highs. It's crazy how fast time goes by when you're watching charts. So insane. Like I do not feel like we've been on stream for 4 hours. Getting that inside bar in Bitcoin, if you close it, no, never mind, there it goes. I'm gonna say if you close it, it'd be a nice sign for a pullback. That's why I want to wait on shorts. I just don't trust it yet. Another thing with internal in the 1 minute is we've switched, like, this is where it can get confusing. Like, the only one that I really care about necessarily is really this one, if you want to get specific. The first one was like this candle right here, one of these lows, high, and then you had your internal shifting character. So that's as long as you don't really violate that perspective is still valid. But I know a lot of people can get confused. Like when I first learned internal structure, it confused me a lot.
Dude, my fucking brain was melting after I watched Photon.
Dude,
And
like
I like hopped on the charts and I started to try and break down internal structure.
100%, in my opinion, the hardest thing to learn about when you're fresh. Like once you get it though, it's like super. It's like riding a motorcycle or something. You know what I mean? Like it's easy, but until you can get it, you're like, oh fuck. Crypto's gonna do that thing it loves doing to me. It's gonna wait until I leave my desk to do what I need. I don't know. I think that TRX, I'm not really worried about. I think we'll get a nice opportunity on it if we can get that double confirmation. I just want to see these lows breached before we get back up in this zone. Maybe we'll have a new one.
Stand is fucking railing again.
Was it going back up and giving us that high? Yep, it did. Sand has been. I wish I would have caught these fucking longs. I set alerts and then just happened. I don't know. I swear I didn't get the alerts for that. Or I did, I guess, but it didn't show up on my phone. That's the only frustrating thing about having like trading view on multiple devices is you only get alerts on one of them.
Yeah, I don't get sometimes I get them on my phone and sometimes I don't. It's weird.
Yeah, it's frustrating for sure. Cause yeah, there's a double confirmation enter right there.
Yeah, fuck.
Very clean. And this is a good example of like why I don't like playing first entries sometimes. Like look at that. Like if you played, you really probably never got 1 minute, but especially if you played like a 15-minute, you just is completely blasted through you. It's like, oh, we got to change a character on the, whatever this, but it's like, it's not really with the overall trend, in my opinion. It'd be great if we'd form some equal highs, or not equal, but relative highs here and move to the downside, but we'll see how it happens. What's good old Bitcoin doing? Not too much. Another thing I will say too is not always, but oftentimes if you you want to watch like around like 1 to 1:30, because say if we had a really bullish move in the morning like we did, you want to watch for that same setup like a liquidity raid for the downside, and then if you start to see signs of reversal or the upside, you need to like be careful with shorts, because a lot of times that move that the morning produces, that same standard deviation on indices, not with Bitcoin as much as the same standard deviation, but that same move will happen again. Not always. You can't like play off that, but you need to keep it in mind. I still want to short Bitcoin, so we'll see how that plays out. I think the supply is getting absorbed right here. God, this would be a
Do we get
perfect
4-hour closure finally?
I think right now, right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I was waiting for 4-hour closure because that would put in like that 27.9k low. Liquidity.
Well, on that note, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna head to the gym. I'm honestly probably gonna hop back on stream with you guys. I don't know if you'll probably still be in here, but I'll hop back on in like an hour and a half, an hour, something like that, and we'll see if we can catch some moves in the afternoon. For those of you that are still gonna stay here, I'm watching at TRX. You guys know already who've been here for a while, watching TRX and Bitcoin. Those are my two. That's where my focus is at currently. But until I get back, stay safe. I personally don't really trade too much through lunch, but yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace.
Peace.